Hey guys! Oh, I'm so nervous. I don't know what I'm doing. Oh my god. I think something fell or I just imagined it. I don't know. Anyway, hey guys. Today we're going to be doing a hangout with people, and I have to invite them first, so don't worry to the people that I asked to do this hangout. I haven't gotten to your thing yet. I have to invite you, which I'm really nervous about. Now my voice is scratchy. Hi, Tiff, lovely girl. Why I need water. I should have brought water. Damn it. All right, we'll do that later. We'll worry about that later. Okay, we're gonna invite some people right now, which I'm really nervous about. Hopefully this thing works. By the way, I'm gonna check right now if this hangout is working all right. Let me check. It just froze. Okay, let me see. Okay, yeah, it's okay. I have to stop playing with my earphones so that it doesn't make that crunchy sound. I always forget about that. Okay, let's do this. Let's put some people in this hangout. Okay. Okay, let's see. Hopefully these are the right usernames, by the way. Let's see. One at. Probably shouldn't say it out loud. Okay, that's one person. Hopefully that's the right one. And then. Let me see. Where the heck is the hangout? I don't know how to work this. Where's okay. I'm gonna sorry, I have to find Ami's Gmail. I'm gonna ask him right now. What's your Gmail? I forgot. And it's easier to ask right now than to like find it right now. Hey guys, Jocelyn. Hi Jocelyn and Ami. I'm gonna invite you soon, just give me a sec. Alright. My hair is weird. Oh god. Have you guys watched the ad, the what is it? The a Christmas Maya promo? Hi Simply Jasmine. I remember you from yesterday. Okay. I should really wow, my voice is scratchy. Okay. Let's do this. I really need to find water, so I'm probably gonna do that first before we start this. Okay, awesome. Why do I keep saying the names out loud? I'm really sorry. Okay, got it. Alright, there you go. So give me a sec. Hopefully it's right. Give me a sec right now because I need to go get water before we start this. Hopefully it's not scratching. Okay, I'm back. Now there's 6 people. Alright, we're gonna send this. Hopefully it's the right thing. I need to drink more water. Literally so nervous. But I'm so excited at the same time. So yeah, I'm gonna put these headphones on and then how do you do this? Hi Ethan. Hey guys, have you guys seen the Christmas Maya promo? So I did. Haven't released my reaction yet, but I will today. Why does this keep... Okay. So weird. Okay, I'm gonna like mute myself, so yeah. Alright, so hopefully you guys get that email, Gmail thing. This is so awkward. Alright. I'm just waiting. Tess is here. Hey Tess.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
Hi, how are you?
Good. Oh wow, this camera is so trying to see. What are you doing?
Oh, just hang out. Yeah. I can't really see you though.
I know this camera is so stupid.
Yeah, I know. I've had that problem before, so. How are you? What are you doing?
I was just like kind of watching this episode.
What show?
You might not know it. It's called Henry Danger.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I don't think I've heard of it.
I watched. Did you see the promo of the Girl Meets World, the Christmas one?
Yeah, I have.
It looked awesome.
Really?
I want to see it so bad.
Yeah. I heard Lucas is in it. Have you heard that? Mm.
I watched it. I kind of when I got up. It was awesome.
Yeah. Are you excited about?
Excited of what?
Hi, Sabrina Carpenter. That's cool. That username.
Oh.
I'm talking about the group thing, the chat box. I wonder if Ami's gonna come on. Let me see. Oh, thank you for the birthday video that you sent me. I watched it yesterday.
You want them?
Hey, Ami, are you on? Is your connection working?
Oh, I hate this. Okay, that's better.
So, what do you want to talk about?
I don't know. Oh yeah, when I made that happy birthday one,
Yeah.
it was because I kind of made a video for you, kind of on November before your birthday, after November the 5th. But I guess I forgot to upload it.
Yeah.
And so yeah, no.
Yeah, that's fine. I thought it was really sweet, so thank you.
I just made a new one and I put you and Peyton together.
Yeah, that makes sense. Hi,
And
hi.
Oh.
Yeah. Hi. How are you? I can't hear you. I don't know. I think there's a connection problem with his thing. You can turn on this lamp because it's getting dark outside. What time is it for you?
It's
There.
It's kind of like 12
p.m.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. It's almost 5 for me, so it's getting dark outside. Yeah.
It's kind of the morning.
Oh, okay.
And it's kind of yesterday when I made that video for you.
Sorry, what?
I was gonna edit the part out when you could hear the intercom.
Yeah. I saw that.
Yeah. But I'm getting kind of better making my videos, but not that good. Ew, what was that? Oh, it just goes. Be right back.
Yeah. I'm going to answer some of your comments. What's going on? Well, we're doing a kind of hangout collab thing. So, yeah. Sabrina is life. Yes, for sure. Vampire. Girl meets vampire. I wish I could join. What's your Gmail, Ethan? Maybe I can add you in. I don't remember though, cause like I have it and I don't remember where I put it. Well, I know where I put it, but I don't want to look for it right now. Yes, I do say that. I love Sabrina so much, and she was really, really sweet when I met her, so it was amazing. So yeah. Ami, are you there? So I don't know if I can't hear you and I can't really see you. So I hope your connection is working because I don't know. I know it's happened to me before, so I understand that struggle. Yeah. Literally my foot. Yeah. I edited my reaction to the promo, but that will be released tonight. Yeah. So.
Right back.
Oh, hi.
I was getting my mom's phone.
Okay.
What? Yeah.
I would die to meet Sabrina. I did too. I almost died, basically. As I've said before, like I cried when I met her, so that was emotional for me. And yeah. Who's your favorite character on Girl Meets World? Tess.
I like Riley Matthews. She's funny and I'm kind of like her. Mostly, I really like.
Yeah, same.
But I do like Maya. Sometimes. I have to put my headphones in.
Oh, okay, yeah. I can hear the static, so.
No, my dad and mom's in the living room and they can hear kind of you talking.
Oh, is it loud?
Yes.
Oh my god. I'm sorry then.
I'm kind of doing this Google Hangout on my phone because I can't find my laptop anymore.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna message Ami and see if it's working for him because I don't think it is.
Awesome.
What episode are you most excited about watching? Like from the last 4 that are gonna air.
I want to see the Christmas episode so much. It looks so excited.
Yeah. Do you think it's gonna be better than the one from season 1?
Yeah.
I don't know. It doesn't seem like it's working for him, so that's kind of a bummer. Oh, are you gonna be watching the That's So Raven spinoff?
Yes.
Did you grow up with that show?
Yeah. I loved it so much.
Same. Who was your favorite character from that show?
Raven, Chelsea.
Yeah, same.
Oh, that. Oops. Oh, I'm on the.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure you can see it.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you're on the Hangout, right? Yeah, I see it. Okay.
Okay, it's kind of weird because I'm watching myself on here.
That's what I'm doing too, so I can see the comments. Mimi, do you?
Yeah.
I can hear you guys fine.
Very weird.
Weird. I don't know what to do.
Yeah, it's really weird. I'm just watching myself on.
Yeah. I got a question from Sabrina Carpenter. Mimi, do you watch The Walking Dead? I actually don't, but I know of people that do, so that's all I know. I don't know. I don't watch many shows. Do you watch a lot of shows, Tess?
Yes.
Well, what shows do you watch?
So my favorites is like Boy Meets World, Girl Meets World.
Mm-hmm.
But when that's not on, I like to watch Henry Danger or Lab Rats. I kind of told you I like that show before.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember.
That's kind of it.
Cool. I'm trying to find a solution to Ami's mic, because that also happened to me. Let me see. What do I search up?
My phone.
Ooh.
I dropped it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I'm gonna send it to him. Alright, we'll see if it works. Hopefully it does, Ami. What's your favorite song of Sabrina? What's yours, Tess? What's your favorite song from Sabrina?
I kind of like all of her songs. Don't have a favorite.
Have you listened to Evolution?
Yeah.
That's. Yeah. I think mine is either Shadows or Thumbs. I think Thumbs is very catchy, so that's why. Yeah. It's okay.
I'm kind of like sick over here.
Yeah, it's okay. My sister's sick, so yeah.
I'm glad it's the weekend for me.
Oh yeah.
I never ever miss a day of school.
Yeah, I used to be that way when I was in high school. Are you watching? Yeah, you're watching the Hangout. That's cool.
It's your life thing. It's kind of me on the kind of.
Sorry?
Oh, never mind.
What were you saying? Oh, okay. Feels like loneliness is my favorite and Sabrina's. That's what in the comments thing. Yeah. I like Feels Like Loneliness as well. I like all her songs, especially because I heard them all live, so it's hard to choose now. I listen to them a lot. Yeah. Let's check on Ami, because I don't think it's working for him.
Do you have snow at your house?
Snow? Not right now. It's not snowing. You can see you kind of see the window, right? But yeah, it snows in Canada, and it also snows like where I live, which is, oh, we both live in Canada. I forgot. But yeah, not yet. But we have had a bit of snow, but not too much for it to stay, So, but it's really cold outside. Yeah.
We have snow.
Right now? Really?
Can you see that?
Yeah. Oh my god. Wow.
I like the trees.
Yeah. You can tell like the difference. Like here, there's nothing here yet, but yeah. Like all the leaves have fallen off already, as you can tell. What's your favorite Girl Meets World episode from all seasons? That's from the comments. What's yours?
The Girl Meets Monster. I love that episode.
Her Monster?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that was a good one. I liked it. Especially because Topanga had a bigger role in that episode than she usually does. Yeah, it was a good one. I think, I don't know for me, I always change, but I think She Don't Like Me. It was so funny for me. Yeah.
I was looking up Sabrina Carpenter on YouTube.
Yeah.
I actually wrote Dove Cameron by mistake. I don't know why.
Oh.
Oh, that's the other show I like.
Liv and Maddie?
Yeah.
Oh, cool. I've heard it's really good, but I've watched a couple of episodes, but I don't know. Yeah. Oops, something. Yeah. I'm gonna check on Ami again. I don't know if it's working for him. Do you think we're gonna get a season 4?
I hope.
Me too.
I can't stop watching that show.
Yeah. Like I wake up every morning feeling so anxious because I don't know if they've announced it already. So I don't know. Hopefully. Oh, I think it's gonna work for him again. Hi, Ami. I can't hear
Hello.
you. So sad. I can't hear you. I can see you, but I can't hear you. Aw.
Mimi.
Yeah.
How is it to meet like Sabrina in person?
Sabrina. Oh my god. All right. I haven't made my story time yet, but I really want to soon. The thing is, I would really want to do it by myself, so I can't because my sister's always here. But how it happened was I was very I had a lot of anxiety when I met her because of the fact that I hadn't slept in a very long time that day, and I was making the book. I made this project, this book for her, where I got a lot of people to send me messages and stuff. So I was very, especially nervous to give her that and to explain it to her and to introduce myself and everything. So like the first thing she says to me when I walk up to her is, "Oh my gosh, you're gorgeous," and I was like, so I was taken aback from that because I was like, oh my gosh, like she's so sweet, and I was like, oh my gosh, I'm like basically looking at Maya, and for me that was so surreal. And then we hugged, I think, and then we took and then I gave her the book, and then she said thank you. It's working for you. I think I can hear Ami. Yeah. All right, but and then we took our picture, and then I said bye, and then I left, and then I almost forgot my purse. I had to go back and get it, and yeah, and then I started crying afterward, after my sister met her, and yeah, and I bought her poster. I think it's working for you. I like Hurricane. That's what Sabrina from the chat said. Have you listened to White Flag or Two Young Hearts? I've listened to White Flag, I think, before, yeah. Actually, yeah, but not Two Young Hearts, which is weird. I should be listening to her music more. Ami?
You hear me?
Yeah, I hear you. I can't see you, though.
There might be a slight echo from you guys because my headphones don't have a mic, so I'm going to have to use it without headphones.
Oh, okay. No, there's no echo. I don't hear anything.
Okay.
Yeah. Like, okay, now I see you. Hi. Who's the person you guys want to meet from the cast the most?
Probably Ben Savage.
Really? Yeah, that's a good one. He's really funny.
I was even a fan of his brother, Fred Savage, like from the Wonder Years.
Yeah. That's true.
It would be the most entertaining to me.
Mm-hmm. That's true. Also, Will's really funny, and I've met him, so yeah, they're both really good. I like both, and I love Fred as well. What about you, Tess?
What? Lauren Blanchard. Riley Matthews, sure. I want to meet her.
Who?
Lauren Blanchard. Like Riley
Rowan. Oh,
Matthews.
Rowan. Yeah. Yeah, I like her too.
So, if we don't get a season 4, would you want certain actors to stay on Disney Channel, or would you want them to be able to move on?
The actors?
Yeah.
I don't know. It depends. I feel like they wouldn't. I feel like because they're growing up, like most of them are almost like in their 20s now, like especially Peyton. I don't think so. I feel like after like with every show, after they cancel a show or they just move on. So I think I'd want that for the actors. I don't know, but as long as they don't get into any like problematic things, sometimes like
child.
like they get they could start going into drugs or stuff like that. That's what I don't like, but I don't think that's gonna happen with like that cast. So hopefully it doesn't. Yeah. What about you?
I would want them to move on. Maybe one of them will get their own little show in development, and that'd be fine. Like, I would want one of the least popular actors to get a show on Disney, so they get a chance to like get more popular before they move on.
Yeah.
So they have more success outside of Disney.
Yeah. What about you, Tess? Do you have an opinion?
No.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't hear the question because this person just kind of messaged me
Oh,
on
okay.
your thing.
That's okay. Well, the question was, what was it? Once the show ends, do you want the cast to move on from Disney, or do you want them to stay in Disney, like acting in other shows?
Can I move on or but I kind of don't know, but don't have an opinion.
Oh, okay. That's fine. And check the comments. Do you have an Instagram? Do you guys have an Instagram? Yeah. Well, my Instagram is MimiFanfic1239, I think. I don't remember. Yeah. Hi, Brandon. Wait. Have you seen the promo yet, Ami?
Yeah, and it's GMW has the worst promos.
Yeah, that's true. I feel like they make it so over the top that's not that way usually in the episodes, especially with season 3 so far. They've been really over the top. I don't know. I don't like them. Yeah, but usually they're good. The episodes, yeah.
Yeah, like the promos make it seem like more of a kid show than it actually is.
Yeah, that's true.
And overall silly.
I know they're supposed to do like from the promo. They're supposed to do like a kind of they're supposed to make it like a Christmas Carol. So I don't know. Like with every show, I feel like they kind of do something similar to that. What I think is that they should they shouldn't copy it, or like they should make it unique so that it's more memorable. I don't know. That's my opinion.
Yeah. At first, when I just heard the title, I thought it was going to be sort of like It's a Wonderful Life, where Maya, like, wishes she was a rich man and then she gets married. But they kind of did that on World of Horror 3.
Yeah, sorry, I couldn't hear the last part.
I was saying, like, I thought it was going to be like It's a Wonderful Life, but they did that in World of Horror 3
Yeah.
with If They Never Met.
Yeah. What's your favorite episode from season 3 so far?
That's actually kind of hard. Probably part 2, I think, of Girl Meets High School. Because like it made of the group, and it mainly focused on what if they're not going to be friends anymore.
Yeah.
So I kind of wish it would have spanned over a couple episodes.
Mhm. What was your least favorite? I hear an echo. Yeah, but what was your least favorite?
The clone robot twin.
Oh, yeah.
I feel that because that just automatically made it less of a realistic show. Like it took my respect for the show down a notch.
That's true. I don't know. I found it kind of creepy when I watched that, and yeah, you're right. It kind of took you out of the show and what was going on. So
Yeah,
you're right.
it reminded me that I was watching Disney Channel.
That's true. Yeah. What about your least favorite episode?
Probably all of Girl Meets Texas.
Oh my god. Right. I don't know. I liked it until the whole like people started, starting ship wars and stuff like that, and at the time I was starting my channel like with reviews and stuff like that, so but then after that I feel like that's all people really cared about on the show was just the ships and stuff like that. I think that's when the triangle started, that's when people started, uh, started doing ship wars and stuff. Yeah.
Reason I hope it gets a season 4 because if not, its legacy is gonna be the triangle.
Right. I've heard of that too. Yeah. I feel like that's the only thing, or one of the only things that the show will be remembered by is the triangle and how weird it was solved. How weirdly it was solved. It wasn't. I didn't like the way they solved the triangle, so I don't know. It would have been it would be a really bad ending to the show if they just left it off like that.
Yeah, it kind of reminds me of iCarly, but iCarly did it better.
Yeah.
Because they only commented on a triangle like once or twice, and those episodes were completely about it and stuff. But like it focused on other things more often than the triangle.
Yeah, I haven't watched iCarly in a really long time, but I do remember those episodes, and they even mentioned their ship names like SETI and Creddy. I remember that. Yeah. I don't think I really watched those episodes a lot. Yeah, sorry.
If you want to see what the most of the GMW fandom is, you need to watch I Start a Fan War from iCarly.
Yeah. Did you ship anybody from that show?
I was actually in the more of the minors. I actually liked Kylie and Freddie together, but I also didn't mind if Sam and Freddie would have been together. It was like I had a preference, but I didn't really overall. It didn't matter to me.
Yeah. Did you say SETI? And did you say SETI? Sorry, I couldn't hear that.
Yeah, I liked Freddie more than Seti, but I didn't care overall.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I don't know. For me, I really shipped SETI. I don't know.
Yeah.
And people compare them a lot to Lukaya.
And you know that means we can't be friends anymore, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Um,
That's how it is. Yeah. But I don't know. I feel like sorry, I can't. Happy birthday. Right. Yeah, I watched that yesterday. But I think that Sam is more aggressive towards Freddie than Maya is towards Lucas. So I don't think you can really compare them. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like Maya isn't really aggressive to anyone.
True.
Like she has her moments of having an attitude, but she's not really a criminal like Sam was.
True. Yeah. I also in my promo reaction, I don't think I put this part in, or I don't remember if I did, but I said that in the promo reaction, in the promo for a Christmas Maya, I felt like it was kind of like out of character of her to be that way in the episode. Like she was, I don't know what she did to Riley. There was one point in the promo where she like pinched her or hit her or something like that. I don't remember. And I was like, that's kind of out of character for her because she's never that way. Like she's never physically aggressive or I don't know. Yeah.
Daniela's here.
Oh, I just saw that actually. Hi Daniela. Hope you're doing good at school. I know you're like working, doing theater and stuff. So, good luck with that. Yeah.
Sabrina, who do you like better, Lucas or Farkle?
I got this question before. I think I said Farkle, but I like both. I don't know. I can't choose.
I like Farkle.
Yeah.
I wanted to like Lucas when there's nothing to Lucas. Like, I like him as a background character. Like, I wish Darby would be in the group instead of Lucas.
Really?
Lucas Darby's face in the background.
Do you think she has more of a personality than him?
We're basically kind of on the same level when it comes to that. But I just think it would be fun to see her, like, an episode where they give tryouts to take Lucas's spot to the background character.
Yeah.
Who all the background characters in the thing. Maybe Marley could come back.
Marley. Yeah. I kind of liked her. I thought they were going to have her more, like, in more episodes. And as well as the seniors. I thought they were going to be, because I heard there was a rumor that once they fixed the triangle between Lucas, Riley, and Maya, that they were going to be able to solve the seniors triangle. I don't know. But they don't seem to be coming back, so I don't know who started that or why that's a thing. I don't know.
Sabrina said, who do you like better, me or Sabrina?
Who do you like better, me or Sabrina? Oh my god, that's hard. Well, I guess you guys are the same person. I don't know.
But, like, and I know I've said this to you before, but only in, like, the chat, but I was so disappointed with how little Harper was utilized, considering how big of a deal they made her arrival.
Right. In the new teacher, right.
They dedicated a whole episode to her arrival and her being Mr. Turner for her to come up one more time.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like with some characters, they use them for like a couple episodes or one episode, and then they kind of drop them. and for no reason. Like they kind of did that with Harley. He's not back, which I'm really sad about, as well as Harper. I felt like she should have been one of the teachers that moved to high school with them, because like she was a really good teacher, and out of all the teachers, with the exception of Corey, I think I liked her the best from middle school. Yeah.
Yeah. I see two of you.
It's because Tess is. Yeah.
How did you feel about the lack of Harper use? Yes.
Tess? Can you hear us?
Okay, now I do.
Okay. We asked you, how do you feel about the lack of Harper in season 3?
Or two.
Or yeah, 2 as well.
What's that? Doing a Google Hangout, Mom. I'm sorry, my mom just came in.
That's okay.
Sabrina asked, what episode do you like better, Girl Meets Hurricane or Girl Meets Forgiveness Project? Personally, dang, that's hard, because Hurricane resolved a lot of stuff from Boy Meets World, which is what like I watched throughout growing up. Of course, I watched reruns, but still, but I watched it growing up. But Forgiveness Project had the emotional impact.
True.
Meant a lot to a lot of people.
I can hear the echo.
Yeah.
Well, for me, I think Forgiveness Project was an episode left unsolved, and Hurricane also had its flaws as well with Sean and Katie, and kind of because that was the last episode that we saw Sean until his proposal. So it's so weird hearing my voice, but I think the Forgiveness Project is, out of those two, is my favorite.
Yeah, I would agree, because even though Hurricane had a lot
its flaws as well with Sean and Katie, and kind of that was the last episode that we saw Sean until. Sorry, I can't hear anything. Well, not anything, but. Sorry, can you repeat that? I couldn't hear you.
I said Forgiveness Project probably was the best. Considering it was very realistic and she didn't forgive him.
Out of those two is my favorite. Yeah, I would agree. I still can't hear.
Is it done?
Yeah, I think so. Can you say it again?
I think it's probably better because it's more realistic and she didn't forgive him, and that it didn't have a happy ending. So it's probably the best of the
Yeah.
two.
Yeah, I agree with that. But I think that I think it would have been also good if they would have like brought her dad back for another episode, because if the show ends, then they're gonna left that storyline kind of unsolved with her not forgiving her dad. Even he doesn't have to be in her life, but I think it's important for her eventually to forgive him, even if it's not right now. But I do like the episode, and I don't remember if I like teared up or not during that scene, but I probably did. It's been a while. It's been like a year since that episode came out, so yeah.
Daniela Richardson said, "How are you today?"
I'm doing okay. I'm my head hurts kind of, and like I'm kind of sick because my sister's sick. So yeah. What about you?
I'm pretty good. I just got done watching a couple episodes of the OC, so
Cool.
I was kind of worried about like my mom sometimes because
That's just the start. I'm going to extend an invitation to audition.
so I was kind of worried about time, so it didn't make sense.
Sorry, I couldn't hear anything. What did you say? I heard half of it.
Well, like I said, me and my mom kind of do this thing to bond where we watch teen dramas.
Yeah.
So yeah, I was doing that like right before we started Hangout. So I was worried about time, but right around the time.
Yeah. That's cool. I used to watch The Wonder Years with my mom. That's how I started watching that show. I watched it when I was like 13. And yeah, it was a really good show. I liked it. Even though I wasn't born when it aired. But yeah, I also bond with my mom by watching funny movies because like we like to make each other laugh. So we always like try to show each other funny stuff. Yeah. And with my dad, I watch more like serious stuff, but I also watch comedy as well.
Yeah.
Is Sabrina having a live performance later? Because there's a lot of videos live streaming later for a live performance. I think she did. There's supposed to be one today, I think. Wait, was it yesterday? I don't remember anymore. Like, I'm losing sense of time. I don't remember. But I think so. I can check. Let me see. Well, I don't know if you mean the tour or like just the performance, because she does one like almost every day. Let me check. Um, yeah, I think so. Yeah, she's playing at Baltimore. Yeah, that's today.
For Maya, not so much. Humbug. People
Oh,
go
that's the
crazy at the
promo.
holidays.
Yeah,
I want this over with as quick as possible.
kind of cringy. I don't know, because it's kind of over the top. Yeah.
You love drama. All new Girl Meets World, next Friday at 8:30 on Disney
I
Channel.
can't hear anything. Sorry. Sorry, what'd you say?
Did you guys see Corey Fogelmanis and Mostly Ghostly 3?
Oh, I haven't. I've heard of it. I don't know when it came out though. I was like searching for it. I couldn't find it. Do you know when it came out?
It's on Netflix.
Oh, okay. I don't have Netflix. That's why. When did it come out?
I'm pretty sure it's on DVD too. I think about 15, late 2015, maybe early 2016.
Oh, okay. Because I only heard about it a couple of weeks ago or like a month ago, so I didn't know about it.
That's his current haircut.
Humbug. Go crazy at the holidays. What's Christmas crazy?
Are there any comments? Oh.
I want this over with as quick as possible. Well, I don't think everybody feels that way, Maya. Can Riley show her the true meaning? We're gonna need a Christmas miracle. Boy, you love drama.
Are you doing anything for Christmas?
Next Friday at 8:30.
I don't know yet. I don't know. I might go visit my nieces or something. I'm not sure.
That's cool. Spend time with family.
Yeah, like that's we had the hat together because they wanted to go as like Jesse and James from Pokemon, as like Meow the cat.
Girl Meets World.
The holidays are the best time to be a Riley.
For Maya, not so much. Humbug. People go crazy at the holidays. What's Christmas crazy? I want this over with as quick as possible.
Sorry, what?
Wait, Maya.
Can Riley show her the true meaning?
We're gonna need a Christmas miracle.
Boy, you love drama.
Oh.
Girl Meets World. Next Friday at 8:30 on Disney Channel.
Alright, can you repeat that again? Sorry.
Her being a Scrooge is gonna have something to do with her broken family.
Yeah. I feel that way as well. I think that something is bothering Maya, kind of like in Bay Window when she didn't want the window. Yeah. So yeah, I agree with you, and I said that in my promo reaction as well. So kind of like in Bay Window when she didn't want
the flashback where we
window.
see
Yeah.
the young guy.
So yeah, I agree with
The
you.
young a couple times because Like I think we're gonna be seeing more and more of the younger version.
My promo reaction. Something is wrong. So I kind of like it.
Sorry, what you saying?
You know what? Yeah. So yeah, I agree with you.
A couple times.
Daniela asked, "What do you guys think of the new promo for the new episode?"
Well, we were kind of talking about it. I liked it, but I'm kind of excited for it because it's a Christmas episode and we haven't had one since season 1. But like all promos, they're not the same as the episode, so I don't know.
And Tessity said, "What are you doing for Christmas, Mimi?"
I don't know yet. My parents want to go to Ecuador, which I'm like, no, I don't want to. I don't want to like go out. I mean, I don't want to like travel right now. I like staying here and spending time here. So hopefully we do something here. There's like noise outside. I don't know. So yeah, I don't have any plans. I usually don't have plans for Christmas. Yeah. Do you guys ship I don't know how to say that. Rylaya? Sorry.
Bella.
I pronounce Maya Kaya, but everybody else pronounces it Kaya. But yeah, like I mainly ship people with Farco, but like I also see the good qualities of other ships like Rylaya and stuff because like I didn't mainly ship Farco with people. I would probably ship Rylaya.
That's cool. Wait, how do you? I don't know what I just said. I like them as usual. I don't mind any ship. I did like make a video about their relationship as like a romantic one. I think it's raining outside. Maybe that's the noise. So yeah, I'm okay with them. It'd be a good plot twist if that happened. Like if they got together, that'd be different from Disney. So yeah.
Wait, can we hear Destiny's microphone?
Sorry.
Because I know like she's been, so I don't know if it's because we can't hear her or something.
Oh, I don't know. I can't hear her right now, so.
You there?
Hello.
Oh, okay.
Can you still hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We can hear you.
Oh. I was wondering why.
Okay.
Someone just wrote. Wait.
Laniki Malloy, Laniki Malloy. I'm just gonna say Malloy.
Yeah.
Said, "Hi Mimi, sorry I'm late, but when I was in the water, the board smacked my face and cut my hand."
Ouch.
They also said, "What's your favorite part of Christmas?"
My favorite part of Christmas. For me, but when I was younger, it used to be obviously like opening presents and stuff like that. I think right now, for me, it's just spending time with my family, and like having a good time with them. Yeah, I think that's it. What about you?
Well, right now I don't live somewhere where it snows very often. Because around Christmas we get maybe an inch of snow, so that's pretty
I'm
good.
back.
That would probably be my favorite part.
Oh, okay. Cool. Sorry about that. Okay. I don't know why I put that. All right. I don't know. It's raining a lot. Hopefully, I have to close the window. Yeah. There you go.
where you live in Canada, does it snow a lot, or?
Right now, well, Tess also lives in Canada. What is that? Oh, look. But it does. But it hasn't snowed a lot yet. It snowed a little bit, but now it like melted, like, so it's not snowing anymore. But usually it starts to snow in late December. Like last year, it was very late. It usually starts to snow in early December, but I don't know when it's gonna snow, to be honest. But it does snow once it hits January/February. It snows a lot, but they never close down like the schools or anything, so that kind of sucks.
What, they're just like, you should be used to it by now?
Yeah, they're like, just go to school, and they like sometimes they don't have classes, but you still have to go to school. Like they don't actually teach you anything. They just, because usually sometimes teachers aren't there as well, because some teachers live very far away, but they just like let you chill out or whatever. But I think they should close down the schools if nobody's gonna come. But there's not, yeah, there's some, like, because I lived very close to my high school, so so I had to go to school anyway. So yeah, but people like on the bus or the subway, they usually take forever, or they don't come, so they just give up, which is something I would do, because sometimes it's dangerous to drive, in the snow.
Yeah. Sabrina said, "Who wants to go to Times Square?"
Right now, sure.
And Ethan said hi.
Hi, Ethan.
Um, but I kind of want Sabrina Carpenter, the actual one, to go Avril Lavigne, early 2000s phase, or at least put out a couple covers of punk songs or punk pop.
Oh, okay.
Like, because it'd be interesting to see someone with her voice, and see what kind of range she has.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Do you like her new sound from the album?
Only heard a couple songs from it, because like that type of music isn't usually my jam. Like I actually kind of like it, and stuff, but like I've been trying to slowly ease back into songs like that and that type of sound. But yeah, like I think it's improved a lot. Like not only in the genre, but like her vocal range has improved a lot since her first album.
Yeah, I agree. I think her voice has like definitely matured. Because when I listened to her first album, she's more like a child there, but then now she's like the meanings of the songs are like more mature, and that's why it's called Evolution, obviously. But I enjoy them more. I enjoy Evolution more than Eyes Wide Open, in my opinion. Yeah.
When the show first started, and yes, we do notice the dog.
I didn't even know what that was, to be honest. Sorry.
It's a dog.
It's a dog.
Like when the show
It
first
turned
started,
into a dog.
I actually looked up the actors like on YouTube and stuff to see if they had been in anything else. So I was surprised to see that like they actually done covers of songs before.
Same.
And heard Corey Fogelmanis when he was like super little.
Yeah.
That made me laugh.
Yeah, because he sings too, right?
Yeah.
Mimi.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, do you like Sabrina Carpenter's "Smoke and Fire" song?
Yes, I do a lot.
That's my favorite song.
Yeah.
Wait.
When I heard her perform, I think that was the first song she performed in the concert. And whenever I watch that now, like the concert footage that I got, That's always the song I go to, and yeah, it was amazing. So it's even better live. Yeah.
Yeah. And wasn't that supposedly based on her breakup?
Yeah, with Bradley,
Yeah.
which is kind of awkward, but but yeah, I think so. Because I think that's the only, like to my knowledge, that's the only relationship she's had. But I don't know. Do you love On Purpose?
I don't think I actually had that one. That's one of her songs.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I'm mainly listening to songs,
Okay.
so,
Okay.
so I've been trying to get into single artists and stuff more. But yeah, like Destiny, did they confirm that Lab Rats Elite got canceled?
That what? That season 4?
No, did they?
I barely heard what you said.
I was asking Tessany, did they confirm that Lab Rats Elite Force got canceled?
Oh.
I barely heard what you said. It kept coming in and out.
Did they confirm that Lab Rats Elite Force got canceled?
Did they confirm that? I think they did because Paris or William or Bradley said the show's ending. They're saying goodbye. I'm pretty sure this you're gonna be ending the show. If you saw like the Twitters or Instagram, all my favorite shows is ending.
It was weird when changed his name from Billy.
It says she dated that guy from Diary of a Wimpy Kid, the one in middle school. Oh, really? I didn't know that. Do you know him?
I know.
Yeah, Zachary Gordon.
Right. Yeah. I was actually planning on watching all those movies again for no reason. But I didn't know that. I had no idea. I think he's older though. He's like a year older than me, I think. I don't know. Bye. Bye, Sabrina Carpenter.
Does anybody know what happened to the original Josh from BMW?
I've seen his Twitter, I think.
The
I have
creator?
no idea. Let me search him up. It's like T.O. something. Let me see.
Yeah. I thought he was like the creator's son or something.
Oh, the original Josh, sorry. I was thinking about I was thinking about Elliot.
Yeah.
I don't know, sorry. Yeah, he's actually coming back in the last episode, which I'm sorry to spoil that for you. But yeah, he is I don't know what he's gonna do in that episode, but he is coming back. Let me see.
Yeah. How old I was. I just recently turned 18.
Oh, you're 18 too?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm the only one who's 17 in this. Yeah. I'm not 18 yet.
Oh,
17.
yeah. Well, I was 17 a couple of weeks ago, so it's okay.
Mostly I just turned 17.
Oh, cool.
I turned 17 in September.
Cool. So you're around the same age as Daniela, I think. But she's 17 as well.
Yeah.
Okay. Um, it says here that Daniel Jacobs. He was the original Josh. He's not a
Yeah.
professional actor. I don't know his age. It doesn't really say anything here.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think he's coming back. And yeah.
Okay. He's gonna be like a cameo, different character.
Yeah.
Did you know that he actually played the baby in the married couple dormitory?
Yeah.
Uh,
The I
episodes
see
before
dead people part. I remember that. Yeah. Do you remember, or do you know the story of why they chose him to play Josh? Do you know why? Because they had this. I watched an interview with Michael Jacobs, and he said that they originally had another kid. I think he was like younger than his son, but they had him play Josh, like the younger Josh in the last episode, and the kid wouldn't stop like screaming and hitting people, so they had to like fire him, I guess. So they just decided to bring his son into the as a last minute change. So that's why he was in it, and that's why he was older than Josh was supposed to be, right? So.
Yeah. Malloy said, "Do you like Corey and Topanga better than Lucas and Mateo?"
Yes, I do. Yeah.
I think everybody does.
Yeah.
At least original fans.
Yeah, true.
Because if it's in just GMW, I don't really like them too much.
Yeah, true. I agree.
Because Corey aren't Corey and Topanga anymore. Well, Corey's Corey, but their relationship's different.
True. I don't even think they've had like a real moment in so long, like a real Corey and Topanga moment.
The last time was when they had a real Corey and Topanga moment. Actually, 2 times. When they dug up the old time capsule.
And Pluto.
And questioning herself, like, how much she's changed.
And
her from the mirror and stuff.
Yeah. Was that in season 1?
Yeah, season 1.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I think, and also I guess in Brother, when they had their anniversary, but that's pretty much it.
No, Tessany, because it says you have your mic muted.
Oh, she muted herself?
Yeah, because it says, "Do you still hear me?" in the chat.
I can't unmute her. I think she muted herself. Yeah.
But yeah, that is one thing I didn't like, is how much like they've changed. Relationship, like, because she always bossed them around, but now they just seem kind of unhappy.
Yeah, kind of plain.
Yeah, like they kind of seem like they're happy.
Like they're not actually happy.
Yeah. Like it's wait until Augie's 18, then we don't have to see each other anymore.
Oh.
Or they'll still be kind of like friends, but just not together.
Oh my god, that would be horrible. Yeah. Do you think that's the writer's fault, or like Disney, or them?
How involved is Michael Jacobs with it? Like, because wouldn't he be telling the writers to give them better moments?
Right? I have no idea.
I mean, because I do like that they would be annoyed with each other sometimes, like as you do when you've been with somebody for so long. Like even just the friend that you've had for so long, but certain things like quirky, but
yeah.
It seems more like Sean and Corey are an old married couple than Topanga and Corey.
Yeah.
But it's like that.
Yeah, I feel that whenever Sean's back, Corey is more Corey than he is with Topanga, and I think a lot of people feel that way as well.
when Corey's alone, he's more Corey, and when Corey's with Sean, he's straight back in BMW.
Yeah, I love that. That's why I always want Sean there. Like,
But when I first saw the show, I was so impressed with how they cast Riley. Like, I think they just made her. They were just asking people to smile in the audition, and for whoever looked most like Ben,
yeah,
he smiled.
probably that was a requirement. Yeah.
What other? Malloy asked, "What other TV do you think should collab with GMW for an episode? Like, what other show should do a crossover?"
Oh, Fuller House. I think that's the one that makes the most sense. Well, in Disney, I know that they did the Best Friends Whenever thing, but I didn't really care about that. I don't know. I don't watch any other Disney shows, so I don't have a clue.
Tessany said she had to go. She has to
Oh,
go.
all right. Bye, Tess. It was nice talking to you.
Bye.
Bye.
And
Bye.
I think if they were gonna do anything, I haven't seen the show. I've just heard about it. Backstage is like one of Disney's most dramatic shows, so I think that would bring in some more mature themes.
Which show?
Backstage.
Oh, Backstage. Is that Canadian? I think so.
Uh,
I think it's a Canadian show.
House, I love this answer. Oh, and Ethan said, "Do you guys know about Hairspray Live?" And yes, Ethan, I do, and I'm so excited because like Dove Cameron's gonna be in it and Ariana Grande, which throws me way back to Victorious.
I had no idea about that, but that makes sense because I've seen a lot of Ariana and Dove in like photos and stuff like that. I didn't know why.
But yeah. And I kind of wish instead of making like I know it sounds bad because I do like GMW a lot, but I kind of wish would have preferred like just a spinoff of Ben and Ryder or Corey and Sean like
Right.
getting adventures.
That's true. I know that there was like back when season one when it was season one of Girl Meets World, I remember someone said I wish this show would have been called Man Meets World. So instead of Boy Meets World, it's Man Meets World now. And not on Disney obviously. But yeah, it would have been different and kind of I don't know, I've never seen Friends, but people always compare that show to that, so I don't know. But it would have been different. I think there would have been more Boy Meets World fans on board with that because a lot of people weren't on board with Girl Meets World when it was on.
Ethan said it's on NBC on December 7th at 8 for one night only, and he also asked if you got his newspaper.
Wait. I did get your newspaper. I actually Instagrammed it. Oh, I don't know what that means. But I did post it on Instagram, so I don't know how to link that, but I can show that. I don't know how. Okay, I'll try to show it. But yeah, I did. Thank you so much for sending me that. So this is what it looks. I also posted it on Twitter as well. Let me see. Okay. I don't know if you can see that. Maybe the light. There you go.
Yeah.
So there you go. This is my Instagram, by the way. And then I wrote something here. Yeah. Yeah. And then 3 people liked it, so.
I can't wait until Ben and Ryder are like in their 60s or 70s, and they just like bring them back for a new show about like Topanga passed away or something, and it's just like a odd couple type thing, or a road trip type thing between Sean and Corey.
Mhm.
Like a show about them hanging out as old people.
Yeah.
Malloy said, "Do you NWAN?"
Do you want? I think that. What? Sorry, I didn't mean to say that. Do you want Texas Lucas back?
I meant, do you want Texas Lucas back?
I guess because I feel like whenever Lucas is like Texas Lucas, I feel like he has more of a personality
Mhm.
than when he's just his usual self.
No.
I don't know.
To me, not really, because he's more likable as somebody who's just there than he is somebody who wants to fight people all the time.
Mhm.
Because that would get old really fast.
True. Do you
Because
think?
and if they tried to resolve it, he would most likely just go back to being him. So why not just keep him instead of doing that?
Yeah. I feel like he wouldn't have many friends if he was that way again.
Yeah. Um,
What's your opinion on Zay?
Zay is like the best part of GMW right now. Like, because he just brings so much energy and life to the group. Like, they're already kind of full of life and stuff. It's just he makes it funny,
Mhm.
and he kind of like he's basically a common GMW fan inside the show, commenting on what's happening.
Yeah, that's true. I know that people started saying that when it was like Texas Part 3 or something like that, when you would like comment on what was happening on Lucas and Maya's date. So yeah, also in creativity as well.
Hmm. But yeah, like I think in every show there's that one person who everyone kind of like everybody relates to a specific character, but there's always this one character that represents the audience, and that's they.
Mhm. Yeah, he's one of my favorite characters. So and Smackle as well. I usually say that.
Malloy said, "Do you want in real life Sabrina is more Riley and Riley is more Maya?"
Or do you think in real life more Riley?
Yeah, I think Sabrina is more like Riley and Rowan is more like Maya in real life.
Yeah, I think so. But in some ways, I think that um, that Rowan is less than like Maya. I mean, in ways that Rowan is more like self-aware and she knows more things about like world issues and stuff than Riley does. But um,
I would say they're both like Sabrina's a mixture of Riley and Smacker, and Rowan is a mixture of Maya and Smacker.
yeah,
Because uh, nobody is completely Riley with the way they portray her.
oh my gosh, yeah. People say she's kind of like a cartoon character because of how, you know, bubbly she is.
She's a real Disney princess,
Yeah,
and not one of the.
true. Pouring outside.
It's just fun outside.
It's really, I don't know. Uh, what do you think of Smackle?
At first, I was like, they're gonna try to get out of like pairing Farkle with one of the main characters by pairing him with her.
Yeah.
But and at first I was like, that's cool. He has somebody who's gonna rival his intellect. We'll see him a couple times every season. But then as we learned more and more about her, I started to like her. But I also kind of hate her character because she's like so bad to Farkle.
Yeah. I feel like before season 3, she was okay with Farkle. I liked her, And then like when season 3 came and she was like, I want to be a part of the triangle. I was like, okay, that's funny. But then, especially in Ski Lodge, she was like all over the place, like trying to get Lucas and Josh, and yeah.
Tried to Lucas's attention while her boyfriend was about to die.
Right, I know, and I have an issue with Lucas being upset with not Riley, Maya for saving Farkle. Like, why would he be upset about that?
Like that's one thing you
What?
break the rules for, and like Lucas is willing to fight people just because somebody gets bullied. That's breaking the rules too. So you would
Yeah,
be okay with breaking the rules for a good cause.
yeah. I feel like that shouldn't be considered like a shit moment when people are like, "Oh, he was worried about Maya," but then like she was worried about Farkle, like she had to save him, and yeah, I don't know. It was weird the way they made that scene.
Just go with it. Sorry, so random.
Sorry, what man?
Like I don't know if they're saying sorry it's that the question is so random, or if they're talking about the show so random.
Oh, have you seen just the? Oh, I think
The Adam Sandler movie?
it's so random, not the actual show. I don't know what that is. That show, to be honest.
An Adam Sandler movie, I think. I've seen it.
Oh, okay. Something in my.
It's for present day Adam Sandler.
Mhm.
Uh,
People say I'm Maya. You think that's a bad thing? They say I'm a replica because my brown eyes and hair.
She's asking, do you think that's a bad thing that people think she's Maya?
Yeah, I don't think so. I don't think so. I don't know. I feel like.
It's on.
Yeah, sorry.
It depends on people saying that they think she's Maya. It depends on what they think about Maya.
Right.
All perspective.
That's true.
And if Malloy likes Maya is, then she or he should take it as a compliment.
Mhm. I was about to ask you that. Like, if someone told you were a Maya, then would you take offense to that or not? Do you think you're more of a Riley or a Maya?
Boom.
You.
Oh. Huh. I think I'm more of a Maya when it comes to being sarcastic, but overall, I'm pretty sure I'm more of an Ava. Like in the being over the top loud
Oh,
type thing.
yeah. Do you like the way that Ava has like grown, or like I think she's less annoying now. She was kind of annoying before, but
Yeah.
I think I like her character better now.
Yeah, like she's growing into getting into more stuff, like with the soccer and
Mhm.
well, with her parents' divorce.
Oh yeah, that was really sad.
And I was trying like to keep from making jokes during that episode because in the back of my mind I was like, did her father leave because of her?
Oh my god. Yeah.
At first I was like, I wouldn't blame him,
Yeah.
but
Oh
when I
my god.
thought about it, like that was too mean.
Yeah. I never thought of that, but that could be a possibility. I don't know.
But if anything, her mom.
Yeah.
Of course, we never got to know what her dad was like, so
Did we meet her mom? I think so.
we met her mom during the book club.
Right. I think that was communism.
Yeah.
I've only seen that episode once, so, and I don't think I watched that scene very closely. I don't remember that much of it.
I was watching Corey the entire time during that scene.
Yeah, right. Like him being the penguin.
Ethan said, I am Riley because I'm happy and I'm not shy.
Not shy.
He also said, I am also Eva. Or Ava.
Ava. Yeah. I'm actually thinking about doing a video where I take a personality test on like who am I more like, Riley or Maya? Because I really want to know. Because sometimes I feel like I'm more Riley, but then I'm also kind of a Maya, so I really want to know. So I'm gonna do that soon. I don't know when yet, but yeah. And also
Yeah.
like what Boy Meets World character I'm most like. I don't know.
Yeah. I think I took a couple of years ago, so I have to retake it because I've changed over the years. But a couple of years ago, I took it and I got Eric for the Which Boy Meets World character.
Yeah. Who's your favorite Boy Meets World character?
Uh, Probably Sean, but that's only because like when I was growing up, like I could really relate to his problems and stuff
Mhm.
and felt about certain things.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, Daniela. Oh wait, hold on. Malloy said I took the test and each test said I was Maya. And Daniela said, "What is your favorite thing about Smackle?"
Well, for me, I love how funny she is. Well, mostly that comes from Cecilia, but um, I like how she's able to just like make me laugh a lot. I don't know. I like the way they write her. So
Yeah.
yeah. What about you?
Ethan said, "Will you be doing more collabs like this?"
Yeah. I mean, this was I got at least I got two people for this hangout. I want to do one with Daniela, and there's a couple people that signed up for the collabs thing. So yeah, so this is just one because I wanted to get as many people that were available for this one as possible. So maybe next week we can do more.
Yeah,
Or
you
do
said
another one.
12 people signed up, right?
Yeah, there was 10 people.
Oh.
Actually, yeah, but Tess wasn't one of them. I just asked her last minute, and she was able to come. So
Uh,
I guess that's 11 people, technically.
Ethan said maybe I can join the next one.
Yeah, sure.
Um, hmm. What was probably the most heartbreaking episode of Boy Meets World for you?
I have two in mind, and they both involve Sean, or maybe no. There's so many, but I think the Cult Fiction one. I think it was Cult Fiction. Yeah, yeah, the one where the motorcycle accident scene,
His
and
mom.
yeah,
Okay.
and the Chet dying one. Those both were
Mine,
really sad for me.
mine would probably be uh, um, the first time Eric and Corey got into a fight. When it was like Eric thought he might be going to college soon, and like it really expressed how Corey just wanted to be a part of his life.
Yeah.
But then they ended up. Wait, no, two. Okay, the one where Eric wanted a relationship with his dad, like Corey had uh, with Alan. Like he wanted to be able to talk about more personal stuff, and then probably the one where Tommy had to leave Eric.
Right.
So much growth, like that whole Tommy arc for Eric.
Yeah. True.
Ethan said, "I started Girl Meets World writing fan fiction for my newspaper. Do you have any advice?"
Sorry, what I started going writing fan fiction. Me or you?
Yeah.
uh, me?
'Cause you're
I don't. Well, well, it's Girl Meets World, so thankfully, because I don't know about anything else. But I'd say just continue, like, write a lot and practice, um, and try to get it to as many people that will want to read it as possible, because that's what I had to do. Because obviously, when you start out, nobody reads your work because you're a new person. So I definitely had to like send it to as many people as possible, and even though I didn't know them, but I thought they would like it. And then just be consistent, which is something I can't do. I don't know. But I used to be very consistent in the beginning. I would post every Sunday, and people would expect me to write every Sunday. So that's why I did it every Sunday. And And read a lot. Read a lot of fan fiction.
Yeah. Oh, and one thing I would say is don't pander to the comments. Like,
Right.
pander to what people ask for.
Mhm.
Like, what you have a vision for. And I'm kind of like that when it comes to not updating enough, because like the only time I can really write the best stuff is when like I have moments of clarity when it comes to writing. I write one chapter and then be like dormant for months until a new thing comes up.
Right.
Malloy said it's not really on topic of GMW or BMW, but this is your opinion on society. So I mean, how is the generation different from when you were a kid? Because I think my generation is too and is I mean, I don't know, social media. Like I think they're like too much social media in their generation. Well, my generation, millennials as we are,
Yeah.
for a while we were super into MySpace. But like I never got one of those because as soon as I was allowed to make one, Facebook got
Facebook.
popular.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Like we definitely used our imagination more. Like not that you're not creative. It's just like when we would go outside and like basically role play, but live action.
Mhm.
So we learned before LARPing was a thing.
Yeah.
Like up until I was like maybe 10, 11. Yeah, I think 10 was the last year. I did it last stage. I did it. Like I would play outside with my brother, pretending to be like street racers or superheroes and stuff.
Right.
What about you?
I think for me, sorry. I think for me, because I never had a MySpace. I didn't even know what that was. I think I was more creative when I was younger, like without the internet and everything. I used to practice a lot of like what was it? Jumping rope. I used to be more active. I used to juggle. I used to find ways to like entertain myself without the internet and everything. So what's different for me is that now like everything I do is online, and every creative thing I have to use the internet for. And I didn't get my first phone until I was 11, which seems really young to me now. But after that, I think that's when I started like being consumed by the internet. And when I had my first Facebook, I was 11, I think, or yeah, I was 11/12. And then after that, I wasn't as like creative without the internet anymore.
Yeah.
So yeah, so it does
Yeah.
change.
A couple months ago.
Sorry?
I actually just got my first cell phone a couple months ago.
Really? Interesting.
Daniela said there have been going around that the reason why they have not renewed Girl Meets World for season 4 because they want to use the whole cast for a new show on Disney Channel.
Oh my god.
I'm pretty sure that's just a rumor.
Yeah, that wouldn't make any sense because why would they do that? That would be so cruel of them.
Thing like how Sunny with a Chance turned into So Random.
Right. I love Sunny with a Chance. That was my favorite show when it was on.
Like So Random.
Yeah.
Ethan asked, "What is another YouTuber you hang out with,
Hang out with.
or that you actually know in general?"
Me? What was that voice? What was the name? Oh, I think they're talking about you.
Oh,
Yeah, 'cause
then nobody.
Sorry?
Oh, then if they're talking about
Yeah.
me, then no one.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Like, I've only made like 2 fan videos and stuff.
Yeah.
Malloy said, because I mean, my friend who was only like 12 was like, I'm in an on and off relationship, and I'm like, wait, what? I'm more in between, but I don't think I can date because my dad would kill me.
Oh. Do you have you guys? Sorry. Does your parents have like strict rules about dating or anything like that? I mean, you're 18 now, so never mind. Yeah.
Um, no, like, but when I was younger, they didn't really. But then again, uh, when you're a boy growing up, there's a double
Mhm.
standard. Like, they don't
Yeah.
really care as much.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't have, uh, I didn't really, I wouldn't consider any of my past relationships serious
Mhm.
or actually like you don't really start relationships like as real relationships until you're about a freshman in high school.
Mm. I guess so. Yeah.
Like it's not complete,
Yeah.
but before then it's just kind of.
Yeah. I guess I'd say the same thing for like Girl Meets World. Do you think there is a double standard with Boy Meets World having more dating than like in Girl Meets World they barely show them dating at all?
Yeah, I mean, in Boy Meets World pretty they did do a time skip,
Mhm.
even though you barely would notice it. Like
Yeah.
it was sixth grade, then seventh grade,
And
uh,
then like ninth grade.
grade, and then it was like ninth grade and maybe 10th grade, and then they went straight to graduation
Right.
because it wasn't on. It was only on for 7 years, and most of it was college.
Mhm.
Uh, but yeah, I think it's a bit of that, and plus the age difference, and I don't think they want to show realistic dating in GMW because it's on Disney, so
Disney.
they don't want to put it in a situation to where they have to write fake dating.
Mhm.
Like they so little to no dating than unrealistic dating.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah. Um, Ethan asked, "What is my channel name?" Well, Ethan's already subscribed to me. It's Ami.
Yeah. My mom has rules about that.
I think she mean. I meant he means dating.
Oh, okay. Oh, I thought that was Malloy for a second. I was like, oh, okay, sorry. Um, yeah, I mean, for me, I don't date. I mean, I haven't dated or anything, so I wouldn't know about like real relationships or anything. And I think my parents wouldn't mind like when I was younger or not too young, but um, I haven't had to like because I went to an all girls school, so I wasn't really interested in that. I was more into like studying and concentrating on that, and I feel like um, when I was in high school, like dating was so like something so foreign to me. So yeah. So I don't
Well,
know because my parents never we never had that discussion, so they never restricted me from anything. So I wouldn't know what their views are on people or teenagers dating at a young age. So yeah. Ethan said, "I'm about to go to middle school and I'm so scared. Do you have any advice?" Do you have any advice?
don't talk to eighth graders because
I'm gonna shove you in a trash can or something. No.
anything. Watch Ned's Declassified School Survival.
Right, yes. I grew up with that. Even though
Yeah,
I didn't go to middle school because my school was just elementary, so I went through obviously grade 6, 7, and 8, but it wasn't considered middle school, so I wouldn't know what it's like going to a different school for those years. So I don't know.
like it's kind of scary because like when you're in fifth grade, you're at the top of the food chain,
Right,
you're at the bottom again, and that's
right.
kind of what I was going into high school.
Yeah, that's how I felt as well. Like when I was in grade 8, I was like, oh my gosh, I'm the oldest now, or I'm one of the oldest. Like my class, we were very crazy kids. But then in grade 9, I went to an all girls school, and people would like look down at me and be like, oh, they're Niners, like they would call us Niners, and I'd be like so bothered by that. And then when I finally got to grade 12, I was like, okay, I'm back on the top, and then going to university, which I only did for a couple of months or a couple of weeks. It was like being again back in the bottom, which sucks because you don't know much about the environment. But once you're at the top, you feel much more safer. So yeah, but just go through it. Just wait until you're at the top, and you'll feel better. I don't know.
Malloy said, "Did you like Angela?" I would agree with her. Like, I liked her for who she was, which was mainly somebody who could be friends with Topanga that wasn't Brittany Murphy.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
Also, she was a good person to make Sean grow.
Mm-hmm. I think
Malloy,
so too. I don't. Sorry.
Malloy said, hold on. Malloy said, "I'm sorry I have to ask this, but dated, have you ever kissed a boy?"
No, I haven't. Which I don't know. Have you? I mean, not kiss a boy, but what the heck? Kiss a girl.
Well, yes, and yes.
Okay.
Both.
Oh, okay.
How was your Thanksgiving? Ethan said.
Well, I didn't have Thanksgiving, right? Because I'm Canadian, so.
Then mine was very good. I ate a delicious broccoli and cheese casserole with some family and stuff. Simply said, "How do you feel about Girl Meets World Season 3 and Smurf Vlogs?" I feel like Season 3 is a filler season for certain points, but then I also think it has certain growth things. And Smurf Vlogs is very opinionated.
Mhm. I've been watching his latest videos, and I just couldn't take it anymore. I can't watch him anymore, and I don't mean any offense to that, but he's so intense, and I don't enjoy that. So yeah.
At first, I was watching both you and Smurf Vlogs, but then I just switched mainly to you because you had some very strong opinions.
Yeah.
I don't want to get put in a trash can.
Mhm.
That usually never happens, but bring a change of clothes in case.
Mhm.
Malloy said, "To be honest, Ethan, I'm in middle school and it's all drama and gossip, and yes, don't hang out with some of the high schoolers or eighth graders because your head will be in the toilet. So just find good friends you trust."
Yeah.
And then they were talking to each other.
Yeah. I mean, I think that's for me. I mean, that never happened in my school, like people getting shoved in trash cans or anything like that. I don't think that was never a thing, even though my class was very crazy.
Yeah.
That's such a Diary of a Wimpy Kid thing to do, but don't worry about it. Nothing like that. I hope not that people aren't like that, or I hope not. But if it happens, just tell the teacher, tell your principal, tell your parent. That's what I always did. Whenever I got like picked on or bullied, I always told my parents, and they dealt with it. So I never got like bullied or anything in high school. So that's my advice.
Malone said, "OMG, you're lucky, Mimi. That never happened to you in middle school."
Wait, where is that? Oh, yeah. I mean, I didn't. Yeah. Well, because I almost got a chair thrown at me. Actually, that wasn't intentionally, and I did tell my parents. But obviously, because it wasn't intentionally, then they didn't have to do anything. But it almost fell on me. But yeah, that's how intense my classmates were. So
Yeah.
I almost basically died. I don't know. But yeah, just if anything like that happens, then just like report it or something. That's my advice.
And if I'm being honest, I'm more like Texas Lucas. I was like that in middle school. Like
Yeah.
I was into trouble a lot. Like I wasn't a bully, but I did get into trouble.
Mhm.
Yeah, so if anything, keep your head down, make friends in your own grade.
Yeah. Yeah, I had a lot of classmates that were Texas Lucas, and that the kid that threw the chair at me or almost threw the chair at me was a Texas Lucas, actually. But he never bothered me. He was just very upset about something, and I don't remember what. And then he started getting into a fight with another kid, and it was very bad. So yeah, but I'm glad nothing
I don't
bad
know
came
about,
out of that.
yeah. In Canada, do you have alternative schools
I think so.
like the bad kids get sent to?
I have no idea. I think that kid actually was supposed to go to like a military school or something like that, but he never did.
Yeah,
Let me search it up. They probably do. I
yeah, because in after fifth grade, I got sent to one.
mhm.
Uh, then in sixth grade, I got sent to one.
uh,
Uh, but yeah, like you just really you should just focus on your schoolwork and making friends in your own grade and just trying to survive the school
yeah,
experience. Survive like you're gonna get it's gonna be really hard like around other people, but just try to survive the boredom of school.
yeah,
Like don't get in trouble just because you're bored.
yeah. I agree. And like surround yourself with good people. That's what I always did in middle school and high. Well, not middle school, but elementary school and high school. I didn't have a lot of like people that I can like rely on, but I had good people around me, which is good. Like they keep you in check, and I was always the person that people would think is always responsible whenever do anything bad. So they never bothered me. They never like picked on me because they knew that that I wasn't like into that or anything. So yeah, I don't know.
Um,
I just
and
good advice, Amy. You're welcome,
yeah,
Ethan.
people didn't pick on me because I had like an older brother who was like a year or so ahead of me.
Mhm.
So he's one of the older kids.
Yeah.
So people don't really want to like pick on somebody who has somebody who might end up picking on them because they picked on you.
Yeah.
Siblings are the best thing for that.
Right. I have my sister as well. She would always defend me against people that would pick on me or try to. There were actually like two incidents where, um, it was a girl when I was in like kindergarten. She tried to cut my hair, or like, and then I just told the teacher and everything. But then in in elementary when I was in like grade 6, a kid tried to cut my hair. I think he did a little bit, but I've always had like my sister with me in those cases, and she's very intimidating. So yeah, so people always knew about her, and they never bothered me as well because of that, and because of my mom. She's always been there. So yeah.
Yeah, I think this one's for me because it has anger issues in it.
Mhm.
Yesterday in middle school, my friend played dead because he knew he started the fight. He's so mean and has anger issues. How do you deal with it?
My friend played there because he knew he started fighting so mean and has it. How do you deal with it? I think just like get away from that. Just don't talk to them. I don't
Yeah,
know.
and well, it all depends. Is he mean to you a lot? And if he's just mean to other people and he has anger issues in general, I went through that and stuff. But the main thing is, uh, you should talk to them and ask them why they're so angry.
Mhm.
And if that doesn't help, you really should just like try to phase them out of your life because it only they can realize when they need to work through the anger issues.
Yeah.
Asking them why they're so angry all the time doesn't help.
Mhm. And eventually they'll grow out of that. I hope.
Ethan said, in my class, everyone thinks that I am weird, a weird kid because I like consuming dance.
Well, well, I wouldn't listen to them because I guess everybody's weird, and like for me, if I was like, I wish I was more like um outgoing and more like how I am now. People don't know how I am in this sort of area. Um, I always say this, but just like embrace it, and it's about like being confident more than anything. So if you lose that confidence, then that's not good. Like just be confident and be proud of being weird. So yeah.
Uh, I'll get back to your thing, Ethan. In a sec. Well, Ethan, all I say is sing louder and dance faster.
Yeah.
Like the chorus.
Yeah. Mhm.
And Malloy said he likes always try to hit us and just curses so much, and he says I'm a girl, so I can't help him. He tries to get attention, so my teacher, Miss Pillage, says treat him like a younger brother. What I say is don't be friends with him, avoid him. Ask your teacher if you can sit further away from him in class.
Yeah, like I had a kid that my teacher put next to me, and it was the kid I said that cut my hair, or yeah, try to cut my hair. So when I told the teacher, she moved me out of that seat, so I was able to like not have to see him a lot in class. Like I wouldn't have to be um, like bothered by him or anything like that. So that always helps. Like just tell your teacher, and hopefully your teacher is like um, a good teacher that will help you with that. Because there's some teachers that don't do anything, or there's some principals that don't do anything, and that always sucks. Yeah.
Yeah. Josh X Maya said a boy cut my hair last year.
Wow. That's for me. That was traumatic. I started crying when that happened because I love my hair, and that really sucks. So yeah.
Yeah. And Malloy said thanks for the advice. Ethan said yes, I will dance
I will.
faster.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's
Malloy,
good.
if telling the teachers and the principal doesn't work, tell your parents, because your parents will go to the teacher and the principal, and then you will get results because schools are afraid of lawsuits.
Right. That's true.
What were some shows that you liked when you were like growing up? Like, did you ever see Zoe 101 and all that?
Yeah, I did. That was always. I actually was watching an interview with I think Jamie Lynn. I think that's her name. The main. Yeah. I was watching a documentary she did recently on like her pregnancy after the show and everything. But I always loved that show. I grew up with that show, so yeah.
Yeah, like that show made me want to go to boarding school.
Right. It was so cool.
The
They
boarding
made it so
schools
cool. Mhm. What was your favorite episode of that show?
Something A Million Raindrops, the one where Chase's grandma died.
Oh, right. That was a sad one, like where I think it was like his birthday or something like that. I don't remember that much of it. I remember the ending where
The
him
fly
and
out.
Zoe. Yeah, that was sad. Yeah. I think for me, the most memorable one has to be where they're they have to put their hand on this truck or something, or this bus, and if they win, then they get to go on a trip or something, and then Zoe tricked one of the guys and she got to win.
Yeah. Malloy said, I love my hair too. I have never cut it until 3 weeks ago. I think it took my sister a year to convince me.
Yeah.
Josh X. Meyer said, I told my principal, teacher, and parents. My parents went to the school and told them, and they didn't do anything. Tell your parents to go back to them, and also tell your parents to mention the name of their lawyer, because that will most likely get results.
Yeah.
Ethan said, my friend said that she loves her hair, so her biggest fear is that if she swings it on the desk, that a person will cut it.
Okay.
Like, I think, like, if they don't, like, if it's, like, if they don't pay attention or something, that somebody might cut it.
Oh.
Or if part of it is on a desk, or lands on somebody else's desk, that they'll cut it.
Yeah.
Malloy said, have you seen Kim Possible? And the answer is
Yes.
because Wilfred is in it.
Wilfred and Ryder Strong as well. He was in like one episode, I think. I don't remember.
But that was awesome, and I think, and like as soon as I get like DVD of it, I'm gonna start showing my nieces that
Mhm.
because like it's a cool show, especially when it comes to younger girls, because like the main hero
Yeah.
is
Mhm. I, I
strong.
don't remember that show that much, but I remember it was awesome. Because that show came out a long time ago, so I was like younger and yeah. But I haven't watched that show in a long time. But it was really cool. And I used to play the Disney games on the website when I was younger, so
Yeah,
that was fun for
that
me.
one place in the preschool.
Yeah. Right, right. They were like babies. Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember that. I remember that. My mom.
Then my mom took the Girl Meets World quiz to see which character she is, and she got Topanga, and I'm more scared, and she's more scared.
Oh my gosh. I feel like my mom would be Topanga as well. Like she's kind of scary as well. Yeah. I love Kim Possible. Yeah. I used to watch Boy Meets World. Same.
He's working on his newspaper.
Okay, that's cool. You can send it to me like you did the last time you shared it with me through Gmail. So and I'll show it if you send it to me before we end this, then I can show it here and I can read it. Yeah.
One other show, Drake and Josh was awesome.
Yeah. True. I didn't watch
And
too much of that though, but it was awesome for sure.
like, and it was also kind of cool because they also came from another show, which was the Amanda Show.
Mm, I didn't know that actually. And then after that, they made iCarly.
Like,
So yeah.
yeah. But Drake and Josh, if you're confused, they did announce the original trailer. I mean, Dan Schneider did put out the original trailer. And if you're confused as to why they're talking to the camera in the beginning of every episode, it's supposed to be a reality show about them.
Oh, that makes sense. Because after that, they don't do that, right? They kind of just do the show. I didn't know that. That's interesting. Have you seen the Zoe 101 thing they did like last year? I think it was where Chase gets the like it was something about Michael and Chase. Did you see that?
Yeah, I saw it, but they never continued it.
Right? I wanted that. I was waiting so long for that, and they didn't do that. Yeah, I don't know.
And I was like, why put that one out if you're not going to keep it?
Right? Yeah.
But yeah, like Nickelodeon is really dropping though in quality.
True. Have you seen any of the newest or latest shows that they've done?
I watched one, like I watched. No, I will say the Thundermans. I watched some of that and like newer things that I've seen, like fan vids of people that I'm subscribed to that they put out. Like the scenes that intrigue me, so that might not be too bad. And I hear Henry Danger's pretty good. Like I watched this one called Game Shakers. I tried to watch it because it had Kevin Mitchell from Keenan and Kel
Yeah.
in it, and I just couldn't watch that because it was so bad.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I
Like,
feel like
nothing against the actors, the young actors and actresses in the show. I'm pretty sure it's the writing.
yeah, I feel like I haven't seen to be honest, I haven't seen many shows after or on Nickelodeon after Sam and Cat or Victorious, but I feel like the quality of their shows are kind of turning into Disney shows. Like the acting, the acting and the cheesy writing, I think. Yeah.
But, yeah, like, it went kind of downhill and stuff after that.
After Sam and Cat and Victorious.
Yeah. I mean, personally, I thought that Sam and Cat was the start of the downhill thing because, like, they were trying to keep a hold of a franchise that.
Yeah.
Ethan said it is more Topanga. And Joy Subbit said hi.
Hi, Joy. I actually invited her to the hangout, but she said she was busy because she was hanging out with her family because of Thanksgiving and everything. So yeah, I've had her on my channel before. So that's cool.
Mm. Yeah, like I remember. Malloy said, "Have you seen the YouTuber
Rice
Rice
Gum.
Gum?"
I've heard of him, but I don't. I haven't seen him. I haven't watched his videos.
I don't watch this stuff.
Hmm.
But like I remember like, the first place I go to when I get into a new fandom is like fanfiction.net.
Uh-huh.
And then if I get more and more into it, I'll go to YouTube. And then if I'm finally comfortable talking about it, I'll talk about it with other people like in my daily life.
Yeah.
But like I have to feel like super confident in talking about certain shows I watch
Right.
because you remember that I'm an 18-year-old
Right.
who still watches like the Disney Channel.
Right. That's same with me. Like I don't talk to my friends, like my real life friends, about Girl Meets World. I don't talk to them about that. Usually I talk to them about like Full House or Fuller House, like shows that are not on Disney and seem like cooler. I don't know. But yeah. So I'm nervous about that, like talking to them about Girl Meets World basically.
Ethan said that they shared with you,
Yeah. I haven't received it yet though. So
and I
just
don't think
waiting
you
for that.
should like Smurf vlogs, but worse.
I don't think you should. What is like? Oh, I think they're talking about the YouTuber Rice Gum.
Rice Gum.
Oh God, they're
Uh,
worse than Smurf's vlog. Then no, thank you.
but yeah, my PC and not throwing shade statement on Smurf vlogs is he's very opinionated.
Mm-hmm. True, and mine is
Because
very intense.
yeah, yours is very I'm gonna please people, or not please people, but like I'm gonna stay neutral.
Yeah, I'm gonna talk about it in a way that I don't want to cause any like drama or anything. He kind of causes drama by his opinions and stuff like that. Like about like I remember watching the one about him being thankful that Maya is the star of the show and Sabrina's the star, and people in the comments being like, wait, but Riley's the star, or both of them are the stars, and yeah. But I'm not. I don't like being
Yeah.
like that. That's why, and that's just the way I am.
Yeah, videos are very exclusive to
Right.
people's opinion.
Yeah, and I don't want to be like that. I don't want to be just like a person that ships one ship like Lucaya and then make everything about Lucaya, and then people that ship other ships can't like enjoy my content. So
Yeah.
that's
Um,
yeah.
Joy says, same. I basically only talk about GMW to my Disney Online friends.
Right. Same.
Oh, and Malloy said, when can we do another hangout? Sorry I didn't get to be in this one. I was swimming, and yes, I am talking about him.
Oh, I don't know. We can do one next week if you're available, or maybe tomorrow. I don't know. You, but most likely that next week for sure. If we can talk about it on Twitter, if you want. Yeah.
Joy said the problem with Smart Vlogs is that the ship's blindsided.
Yes, I think so too.
Yeah.
I think he's too concentrated on that, and oh my
Yeah.
god, I don't want to throw shade. Like I'm afraid of that. But yeah, I don't.
Yeah, let's not talk about Smart Vlogs anymore in this
Yeah,
one.
let's not do that. I've always avoided that with people because people have asked me before, like, do you watch him? And, like, I can't say much about him. Yeah.
You don't want to think about him too much to where like if he sees the video,
Hmm.
it'll start something.
Exactly, and I don't want that for like his subscribers are pretty intense as well, so they would come after me and just destroy me. So no, thank you.
Opinion and everybody's right to voice their opinions online.
Yeah.
Malloy said, "Okay, whenever you're available."
Yeah. I'm
You
gonna
can ask
yeah.
me to get it now.
I haven't gotten it yet. Let me see if it's here.
I'll screen share.
Doesn't say I've gotten it. So no. Can you share it with me through Docs, Google Docs? Maybe that can be it. My neck is hurting.
And if not, can you like do screenshots of it and send it to her on DM or something in Twitter? Are you friends on Twitter?
Sorry?
Or following each other? Are you and Ethan following each other on Twitter?
On Twitter? I don't think he has a Twitter. I don't think he follows me, or if he does have a Twitter. I don't think he does have one.
Or can you do screenshots and send it on Gmail or something?
Yeah,
Like,
I can try.
end up getting it.
I don't know. I don't think I have his Gmail.
Yeah.
So I don't know. My newspaper. I'm doing
Was
World
GM?
of Riley. That's cool.
Okay. Was GMW the first fandom you got into?
No, like in Disney or
No, just
in
general,
general.
first fandom.
For like, what's considered getting into, like having an account of, or just talking about them, or
Following what's happening with the show, talking about it like online.
I think for me it was the show on Disney. I don't know if you know it, but it was called Ant Farm, which is so
Oh yeah,
cheesy. Which is very cheesy now that I think about it. I was like 12, I think, when I watched it, and I was such a huge fan of that show, and I would talk about it all the time. I had online friends, and I still keep in touch with one friend that I had from 5 years ago, which is crazy. But yeah, I think that was the first fandom I was involved with, and I used to do things for their website, their wiki. I was an admin there, and I was like 12 years old, so I don't know why they hired me for that. But and then after that, it was Girl Meets World, I think. So
Joy said we need to plan a hangout together again soon too. LOL for the Christmas.
yeah,
We loved Ant Farm.
we we should because we haven't done one since June, I think. It's been a long time since I've talked to you, like in Hangouts, Joy. So we should. I'm gonna. Sorry, continue.
For me, I consider my first time delving into a fandom was the reason I created my fanfiction account, which is this show called Community and stuff. But other than that, it would probably be Victorious that actually first got me into fandoms.
Sorry, I'm typing my email to make sure he gets it right.
GMW is the first time I actually realized what a fandom was.
Same.
Like, I ever heard the word fandom.
Right. Yeah, it's I think it's the fandom that I've been involved with the most. Because with Ant Farm, I was only involved with for a couple of months, but with Girl Meets World, I've been involved since the very beginning. So it's been a long time, even though I haven't been doing YouTube for a long time. But I've been doing fan fiction since the beginning. So yeah. But I made my fan fiction account 5 years ago. But I didn't start using it until Girl Meets World came on. If you were a superhero, what powers would you have?
That way I can invent whatever else I need, like give myself other powers. Like, use like technology to give myself other powers.
Nice.
That actor like Deadpool.
Yeah. I think for me it would be, I don't know, flying. I don't know. I don't have anything really. Or teleportation.
Yeah.
Cool. I can go to see a taping if I use that. I could go to California, or I can go anywhere I want.
He said yes, I did send it to that.
Okay, let me see. Maybe it takes a while. I don't know. Hello? Are you still? Oh, okay. I thought you like disconnected or something. I haven't gotten it yet. It's weird.
Mm.
Okay, I'm sending it to you. Okay. Well, let's try that again.
But recently I've been finding myself more and more like trying to. I'm making myself watch new episodes of GMW
Mhm.
because like they just haven't been able to like make me want to watch the next episode. Like I still kind of do because I want to see what happens with certain characters,
Yeah.
but like, I'm making myself stick around with it.
Mhm. Yeah. I feel like people ever since Ski Lodge have like fallen out of the fandom, like they're like, I don't want to watch the show anymore. But for me, I still watch it because obviously I have to react to it. I don't get that excited about it anymore, as excited about it. But I still watch it because I love the show. Yeah.
Yeah. Where would your dream holiday be? So where would your dream vacation be?
Um, During the holidays, somewhere warm.
Well, I know holiday is like another word for vacation. Certain places.
Oh, holiday. Sorry, I thought you meant yeah. Um, but yeah, somewhere warm. Probably the states. Some going to the states. I don't know. I don't know, going to LA or something like that because there's a lot of people, a lot of famous people there. What about
Uh,
you?
Probably Scotland.
Hmm. My band teacher is from Scotland. He went there last summer. So yeah, I hear it's nice.
Yeah, probably be that.
Hmm.
Maybe Japan.
Japan?
Yeah.
Cool.
Um, hmm. But yeah, uh, like the reason I first started seeing, I meant watching GMW was because I was such a big fan of being of Boy Meets
Hmm.
World that I wanted to see if they did it justice.
Right. Same. Well.
And I was angry, like really angry after the first episode of
Hmm.
GMW because like it wanted me because it was like you could tell who was supposed to be who, and that they were just trying to play this uh new like it's like this, but it's younger people and also Girl Meets World. But then it started getting better,
Hmm. That's
and I want be like that. I know it's making me kind of iffy right now, but I want it to start getting better,
yeah. I think
and that can only
yeah.
if it gets.
Yeah, I think for me, because I didn't grow up watching Boy Meets World, I only started watching it a couple months before watching Girl Meets World, so I didn't have that like attachment um to like the nostalgia because I wasn't a Boy Meets World fan prior to like 2014. So um so I was oh so I was so I was nervous about how they were gonna do the show, but I was as well excited. But I remember watching an interview with Michael Jacobs, and he was saying that just give it time, like we're gonna get better, and I was happy that they kept their word in season 2 because it was getting a lot better. Um, so yeah, but in the beginning, like watching back to old episodes, I'm like the show, like season 1 episodes, the show was so different. It was such a Disney Channel show. Now it's better. So yeah. Uh, okay.
Like
Oh,
I still watching it. I just don't feel like I need to watch it Friday night. Wait a couple days until I find it on YouTube.
hmm,
But I would suggest watching it like uh, on Fridays just so it doesn't get canceled.
yeah.
But I feel what you mean because like certain times I don't watch it like when it does that. I like watch it just because I need to so I can keep myself up to date on what's happening.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like if I don't watch this episode, it could be the good episode.
Right.
Like it could be where things turn around. Malloy said, "I have asked you this before, but not the other guy. Sorry, I don't know your name." Thank you. Josh didn't either, and neither did Mimi. Um, I don't know your name, but have you watched Once Upon a Time? And Mimi, have you seen the new episodes? No, I have not. Never really had an interest in trying to watch it, but like my cousins and like everybody that I know tells me to watch it. It's just I haven't had it. I've been more into watching other stuff, but like I'm gonna get around to watching it.
Mm-hmm.
Have you seen the new episodes, Mimi?
Well, I don't watch Once Upon a Time. My sister does, so that she would be the perfect person you could ask, but she's sick. But I've only seen, to be honest, I've only seen like 3 episodes of the whole show. The first 3 episodes, and then I couldn't really watch it because it's not because it's bad or anything. Like, obviously, it's a really good show, but I'm not into fairy tale shows or anything like that, so I couldn't stick around. And
Yeah.
there's so many characters that my sister's like, oh, he's supposed to be this person from that Disney movie and stuff like that, and I can't keep up with it because I haven't watched a Disney movie in so long, so that's why. And there's so many episodes that I can't just keep up with that. Like there's so many that I would have to watch, like the whole show basically.
Certain things I've heard about it makes me interested in it. It's just I had never really had wanted to see something about fairy tales in modern day his
Mm-hmm.
But like that's how I felt about the Vampire Diaries before I actually started watching it.
Yeah.
Ethan said I didn't see Girl Meets Hollywood.
Oh man. Did you see it though? Yeah.
Me? Oh no.
No?
I heard about how it was, and I was like, yeah, I can skip that one.
Yeah, you can skip. You don't have to watch it. Don't, please.
Like I'm watching like the little scene where Farkle, Lucas, and whoever like auditions to play themselves or something.
Yeah, say
Yeah,
that's the
but
best
like,
part of the episode. Like that's the only good part about the
yeah.
episode, to be honest. Anything else was not. It was not interesting. Yeah.
All your sister to get better. And by the way, the first season was a bust, but the others were awesome, and I get you.
Yeah, I'll tell her that, Malloy, because she's like sick. I feel bad for her. Yeah. What was I gonna say? Because remember in the promo they made it seem like the whole episode of Hollyworld was gonna be about them auditioning and stuff like that. That's not what the episode is. That's towards the end. Sorry if I'm spoiling that, but I feel like these promos with Disney are so misleading that because I was so hyped about that episode, Hollyworld, but then when I saw it, I was like, no, it's not anything like they told us it was gonna be.
After the first couple seconds of the promo, I actually thought it was gonna be like one of those satires about exaggerated versions of the actors of
Right.
like behind the scenes. It's exaggerated.
Mm-hmm.
Like acts like this too cool for this show actor.
Yeah.
And stuff like they act themselves but exaggerated.
Yeah. Because
That
they said that it was supposed to be like Eric Hollywood from Boy Meets World. That was why they called it Hollyworld. But then it wasn't like that. Eric Hollywood is so much better, and they did such a good job with that episode. But with Hollyworld, no, it wasn't the same. So, yeah, I feel like we could have done without that episode. Like we didn't need that episode. It was such a filler episode.
From what I've heard about it, it seems like Girl Meets Fish.
Yeah, exactly.
Daniela said, I would like to see an episode where Katie or Sean discipline Maya like what happened in Girl Meets Her Monster.
Yeah.
Well, Daniela, I don't know how Mimi feels, but I would like to see an episode with Katie and Sean.
Yeah,
Katie.
just
Like I love Katie, but I would like to see multiple episodes where Sean isn't somewhere or just like he's there but he's not there.
right. Like they do mention him in Hollywood, and people are like, okay, so Katie's saying all this stuff about him, like he's a great husband, and she's so happy, but why isn't he there?
To be honest,
Yeah,
I'm legitimately afraid that Katie murdered Sean and is
she couldn't handle him. He was,
like that's a legitimate fear of mine right now.
yeah. Oh my god, no. Yeah, like I think in Girl Meets Her Monster, the thing I think that for me was missing in that episode was seeing Katie there, because if Topanga's gonna be the one to take Maya's phone, then why is she doing that? Shouldn't it be Katie that or Sean that should be talking to Topanga and being like, hey, this is my kid, let me do this, right? Not Topanga being parental towards Maya. And yeah, I don't know.
Like I don't like how they portray Katie because I know she's not a single mom anymore, but when she married Sean, she was supposed to be a single mom, and they really made her out to be like a borderline neglectful or incompetent parent.
Right.
They need to they need to like work better at showing like a single parent and to make her like to show that yeah, she doesn't get it right all the time and she may be behind on certain things, but she's a good, strong single mother.
Right.
Malloy said, did you think it was sweet to know Katie took the blame for Maya's father leaving and not just blame it all on him and make herself the victim?
Yeah.
Well, that does happen a lot because the mother, because even though they know the father's not a great person, they don't want their child to hate their father. So they will take the blame.
Yeah.
Danielle, I think Katie will be in the new episode because I was watching the curtain call and Katie did come out.
Oh, okay. Well, I hope she's I hope she's involved because it is a Maya episode. But about Katie taking the blame for Maya's father leaving, I think that I think I'm in the middle with that because like I agree with what Sean said about Katie should be um, the person that Maya should not like hate or anything because she was the one that stayed. So I think once Maya got older, Katie should have explained it more to her, and but at the same time not make it seem like it was Maya's fault because it wasn't. But um, I feel like Maya should have had that talk with Katie about why Kermit left. So yeah.
Hmm.
I think Katie will. Oh wait, I already said that. I'm gonna check the.
So, you think like Sparkle will be a bigger present if we do get a season 4? Like he'll be a bigger presence in the
Show?
episode?
I hope so, because he doesn't seem like he's in a lot of He doesn't have a lot of major storylines except for the one in Great Lady of New York, right? So I feel like after this whole triangle thing, they should have more Sparkle and Smackle scenes as well, like more involvement with them, especially because they're the only two right now that seem to be in a relationship. I almost forgot about Ruckus, but like they should also have their moment. Their moment.
Lucas, but not in a relationship.
I don't know.
Ethan said, "You know what I can't believe is in GMW is the only should Katie and Sean is they only showed Katie and Sean in wedding episode, and then they didn't show them in any of the rest of the episodes. I want to see them more."
True.
That's kind of how I felt. Like, that's kind of why I was like, why are people so into Shady when, like, we aren't seeing Shady at all, usually.
Yes. That was.
We see like, Shady is the biggest ship for so little moments.
Yeah. That's true.
Daniela said, I didn't see Ryder in the curtain call, so I don't think he will be in the new episode, which makes me sad.
Same. Oh my gosh. Same. I wish he was, because he was in the first Christmas episode, and that makes me sad. Because
Yeah.
in Christmas episodes, they really should have more Boy Meets World characters come back, because it's a Christmas episode, so it's like a reunion. Yeah.
But like, that's one thing I didn't get is like, remember how in Girl Meets Riley Town, the one where she was bullied and stuff,
Yeah.
she was like upset that people are constantly, especially Maya, like, even though Maya doesn't mean to, she's kind of making fun of her.
Uh-huh.
She doesn't realize that she, Maya, Lucas, basically everyone around Farkle were making fun of Farkle during the whole is he a robot, is he a clone, is he a real boy thing.
Uh-huh.
That's because at that point, like, it kind of had to hurt Farkle's feelings. People legitimately acting like he wasn't a real person.
Yeah.
Like, and I was sad that nobody really went into that.
I guess because people, I don't know, because you're right, because I didn't really think about that because other people weren't talking about it, so
And when Girl Meets I and Farkle, you legitimately see Maya and Riley and Lucas and Zay, I think, or at least Lucas, having had bet on whether or not he was a human.
right.
Yeah.
Right. I think that explains why, like, if you watch the episode Hollyworld, then you're gonna see why. It makes sense why Farkle in that episode he's very confused about who he is. So you're gonna see that, but that happens in the episode while he's auditioning. So that makes sense now to me because people thought he was various things and he didn't. He now doesn't really know who he is. So I really am looking forward to seeing. If they have it eventually, if they have a season 4, obviously, but another episode where we explore more about his character development and everything. Yeah.
Malloy said, in Girl Meets Flaws, I loved how the topic and bullying was in there. What about you guys? Girl Meets Flaws was my favorite bullying episode of Girl Meets World. Not because I loved Riley's breakdown and stuff, and it shows the inner workings of cyberbullying.
Yeah.
But I hated how they didn't give the bully a face.
Right.
But it was like them talking to the bully. But like with Girl Meets Flaws, it really seemed like it was something that you don't see the bullying happen, but your friends never really do see somebody bullying you.
Mm-hmm. And also,
And they
sorry.
bully.
Also in Girl Meets Flaws, we got to see Billy being this insecure person, and we got to see his face, and we got to see him actually being like sorry for what he did. But then in Riley Town, we didn't get to see why this person was making fun of Riley, like what insecurities they had. So yeah.
I do have problems with how easily Girl Meets Flaws was resolved.
Mm-hmm.
But I also do have problems with the fact that we never saw Billy again.
Right. Yeah.
Next to Lucas, he was supposed to be his best friend, and then
I feel like he got replaced by Zay or something.
So was Brandon the rebel or something?
Yeah.
The one who was in
Friendship. Yeah.
Ethan said, I get bullied, so Girl Meets Flaws was my favorite episode.
Wait, I feel like that episode is pretty relatable to people. So yeah, I think that was one of the only good episodes in season 1. that was important for people. So yeah. Did you finally get my news? Fuller House season 2 is almost here. I'm really excited about Fuller House. So
But I do hope they do better than season 1.
yeah, you've watched Fuller House, right?
Yeah,
Did you watch Full House?
yeah. Like
Oh,
I
okay.
grew up watching Full House in reruns. Everybody grew up watching reruns of Full House.
Right, same. I started watching that when
But
I was like 11.
I did have problems with Fuller House season 1.
Like what?
How much they threw back to the first season.
Mm-hmm.
I meant to the original show, because like we couldn't see an episode go by where we didn't have a cameo from one of the main 3 stars.
Yeah.
And we have an episode where they didn't straight up in your face reference
Something from
and like it kept on making it seem like you need, like they couldn't be their own show as long as overly referencing the old show.
That's true. Do you think Girl Meets World does a better job at that, at being their own show, or?
I really do, because they make because sure, like in the first couple episodes or in the episodes throughout, like random episodes throughout season 1, they made big references to the original show, but now it's more subtle and nuanced references. Like it's not in your face, and they don't rely on the original show.
Right. That's true. I feel like they focus in Full House. Well, actually, Fuller House. They focus more on as you said, like the old
The
cast.
continuation.
Yeah, instead of the continuation, which Girl Meets World does a much better job at like focusing on the 4 core, I guess. But I remember when Girl Meets World first started, people wanted people wanted Boy Meets World to continue instead of having Girl Meets World.
Yeah.
But I but I like that they really did make it their own show instead of like this continuation of just Boy Meets World. Look in the
Yeah.
docs. Can't see.
But yeah, like and even though I would have, like, my fan heart would have been like, yeah, a Boy Meets World continuation where it's actually Boy Meets World continuing would be awesome. But then my logical brain thinks it's been way too long for them to continue like that. They need to just deal with like their kids.
Yeah.
Because you can't really meet the world anymore than when you're in your like mid to late 30s.
True. Yeah, that's true. I think because I filmed a video where I talked about my expectations and my wish list for season 2 of Fuller House, and I said I really want to see more of the kids and their lives at school, because we didn't really get that. We got that in like 1 episode, but I really want to see more of that. Maybe because I like the way they do that in Girl Meets World, but I really want to see that as well, like a balance between the old cast and the new cast.
Yeah.
So you can say to me, look in the docs. I haven't seen. There's nothing. I can't find the newspaper anywhere, so I don't know what to do.
Are there any like Canadian shows that you watch that aren't as well known in the States or something?
Well, I think this show is well known, but in the States. But a show I grew up with was Life with Derek.
Oh, I loved that show.
That's Canadian, so yeah. I got to meet one of the cast. Well, not meet, but I got to see him in a convention I went to in March when I went to go see Will. It was, Max,
Yeah.
the boyfriend of Casey, right? I got to see him there, which was really cool because I grew up watching him basically.
Yeah, I watched Life with Derek. I can't find it anywhere anymore
Mhm.
online streaming. But I also watched the movie. But yeah, like I don't go into that fandom too much.
Yeah. I was actually seeing that recently. I was seeing that people were saying that they shipped Casey and Derek together.
But that wasn't recently. That's
Yeah, but like recently
that,
I saw about that because when I was younger, there was no there like fandoms didn't exist, so and I wasn't involved with that, so I was like, what? People actually ship them together? But I didn't know that.
like you see that basically. Like I looked into that section of fan fiction,
Hmm.
Life with
Oh no.
one, and then I just saw all the Daisy,
Yeah.
Derek and Casey, and I was
Yeah.
like, not that I'm against that ship or anything. It's just
Yeah.
I'm, which is kind of like what the Victorious fan fiction thing is now. It's mainly like Jade and Tori
Yeah.
stories, and like that's why I'm trying to contribute to the stories to make it more of a variety.
Hmm.
Because like that's one thing that kills fandoms is especially if it's a fandom centered on like fan fiction or something. It's just all the stories are about the same people.
Right. It's like with Girl Meets World. What I've seen is most stories are about like Raracle or Lukaya, so you can't really find ships like I
Oh
don't
yeah,
know. I don't know what ship, but you can't really find a lot of like variety. Yeah, but you're right. You're right
yeah,
about that.
you can't find a lot of Markle or new.
True. Yeah, true. Exactly. Like one time I was searching on YouTube, I was searching for Markle videos, and there was like only one, and I was like, why isn't there more of these?
There are a lot more videos now, but there's barely any Markle uh, stories being written, and that hurts my soul because even though like because I'm a Farkle shipper, like I don't care who he ends up with. I do have certain preferences about who I think fits better with him, but uh, until Lucas gets more of a personality, he's the only person I can ship with someone, so I can't have a bigger ship
Mm-hmm.
with it. Like that's the thing is when I'm in the mood for to read a GMW fan fiction that has to do with Markle, I can't because I've already read the ones that are made
Right. Yeah.
or ones
That's
that are still or ones that were completed because I don't like reading a story that hasn't been updated in like 5 months
true. Mm-hmm.
because that'll make because if I like it and it doesn't continue.
You then. That's true. I'm guilty of that, but with me, because Girl Meets World was new, and I wanted to read about like the clash of Boy Meets World and Girl Meets World. So there was only at the time there was only one fan fiction that was like that. So I was like, well, what if I create my own and then I can just read it later? And that's why I invented the story that I have now. So yeah, so it's I guess that's where I got also the inspiration was because there wasn't any of them like that. And after I made that story, there was people that started making it, um, and some people made it kind of the same as mine. But yeah,
Uh, but yeah, like um, wait, yeah, that's why I like going into the role play section of certain fandoms on fanfiction.net
Mhm.
because if you get into a good story on that, then I can reread that role play later as a story.
Yeah,
But yeah, um, I don't know, but like first thing you was GMW the first thing you went on fanfiction for like to read?
sorry, what
Was GMW the first thing you went on fanfiction to read?
to read? No, actually, I think it was Sunny with a Chance when I was like 10 or 11. I think that's when I discovered fan fiction. And I remember looking at the list of fan fictions, and I thought they were actual episodes because I didn't understand what fan fiction was. And then when I started reading it, I was like, oh, this is not real. Like, this is not actually going to happen in the show. So yeah, it was that show, and then I went on to like reading about fan fiction from this book called The Outsiders. I don't know if you know it.
I've seen.
You know it? You seen? Yeah, well, that was my favorite book at the time. I was like 13, so I read a lot of fan fictions from that book, and then I went on to Girl Meets World. I think that's how it was. So it was only like 3 fandoms that I read about, that I've read about actually. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, like I said, the first thing I went on fan fiction, the reason I created an account so I could read and like review, was probably Community, because I loved that show. Uh, but yeah, I think another Canadian show because I think was Lost and Found. Like I saw that on Netflix.
Mhm.
I'm not sure though.
Yeah.
I know it has another show connected to it called The Next Step or something.
The Next Step. Yeah.
Yeah, like
Is that Disney? That's Disney, right?
like Lost and Found is.
Mhm. I just looked at the Gmail and I saw your email about the Christmas. Yeah. So Ethan just got the Gmail.
I think it's kind of weird that they had an episode where they celebrated Maya's birthday, but they have not had an episode where they celebrate Riley's birthday.
Right. I mean, at least we know when her birthday is. It's soon, actually. It's December.
Okay.
Yeah.
Um,
I. Oh, that's the comment you just read. Sorry, I thought you were saying that. uh. Yeah.
hmm.
You know, people say that Maya skipped a year or something, or not skipped a year. She was held back a year. Yeah. So she's supposed to be like older than Riley, because their age difference is so off
Yeah,
from what it should be, right? Yeah.
because like of that one title of an episode that might happen called Girl Meets Sweet 16 or something.
Yeah. Yeah. It's crazy to think that they're almost 16 in the show, in my opinion, and they're still they're still freshmen. That's so weird.
And just think, like we're worried about like how they might not get a 4th season, but if they do get a season, they'll probably won't get a 5th season.
Yeah.
Because this only go 4 seasons.
Uh-huh.
So it'll end in their 10th grade year.
Yeah. That really sucks.
Yeah, which would be weird because how do you end properly in 10th grade?
Yeah. I don't think they would have a proper ending for that.
Yeah.
Like
I really think that it should move to freeform so it can get mature and you can at least give it to high school. I mean, in high school.
uh-huh. And at least finish high school, because
Yeah. Daniela said, I think it would be funny to have an episode where they celebrate Smackle or Zay's
birthday. Like they forget about Smackle's birthday or Zay's birthday. That would be funny.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, sometimes when I'm not watching the show, I forget that Smackle's part of the group. But
Right.
I think that's more me wanting to forget that she's part of the group.
Wow.
Because as far as her being in the group, it's fine, but the reason she's in the group is mainly because she's Farkle, and she's such a bad girlfriend to Farkle.
Right. And she's not there that much, so it's weird to think of her being there every day when we don't really see her, especially in class. Like she's even though she's such a good student, like she's like the smartest kid in the class, but she's rarely there. That's funny to think about.
Yeah, she skips a lot of school for somebody who gets such good grades.
Right.
And I don't know, but like they shift Farkle's intelligence so much. like they increase and lower it
Mhm.
a lot because like in season 1 and season 2 he was like a mad genius, and then season 3 came and he slowly started like being above normal average intelligence, but like not much.
Yeah.
Like maybe a college level student.
Mhm.
I do sort of like because like it makes it realistic that he's only college level intelligent
Mhm.
instead of like
Like a
this
genius.
instead of the super genius. But
Yeah.
I just like how they keep on upping and downing it. Like I wish they would just stay on something.
Yeah. Like stay consistent with it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
continuity.
Yeah. They're really bad at that. I think the only continuity they have is they and the cookie.
Yeah, and the
That's
fact
the
that
only
Rick
thing.
Rory and Topanga's daughter. Of course, they might change that in episode.
Yeah. What if there was an episode called Me 1239 and you got there in high school because you didn't finish high school? Well, imagine. That would be interesting. I don't know. I'd be like the. I don't know. I don't know how to answer that. Um, I'd be like one of the seniors that, that looks older.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh, the the one good thing I will say about Girl Meets World at least is the freshmen look like freshmen.
Right. Yeah.
I mean, some of their older students look like they need to go to college, but
Like Yogi. Yogi looks really young, and he's like 14, I think.
he looks like he should be in like 5th grade.
Right.
But that's one thing, because like with Nickelodeon and Disney and all that, they do have young actors who at least look young. Certain actors on like mainstream television and stuff, like they look like they're 30 in high school.
Yeah. I love how they made that joke about Lucas being like 30 in one of, I think it was like First Date or something like that. Because he looks like the oldest one out of
Yeah.
all of them.
Well, he is the oldest.
He is the oldest, yeah.
But yeah, I think it was when we first met Zay.
Secret of Life.
Oh, they didn't know you're a year older than them? Look at you.
Right. That was so meta though. But yeah. I feel like with Boy Meets World, they were much better at having all the kids like in middle school, like the first season, they were better at having them look more like kids, like that should be there. But in Girl Meets World, they have older students playing younger.
Yeah. I remember the 25-year-old from the Zay episode where we first met Zay, like he was a 5-year-old bully. He was actually in Maddie as a high schooler. And he works better as a high schooler, like an old high schooler. But yeah. So, Zayadora.
Zayadora. Oh. I don't know.
I feel like Speckle shouldn't date at all.
She's not a good person to date.
Because if she started dating Lucas or Zay, she would start wanting to date Farkle again.
Yeah. I don't know. I wish they would address that. I wish there would be an episode where they would talk about Smackle having these feelings for Lucas and then not being loyal to Farkle. I wish they would talk about that and be like, okay, like Farkle could like sit her down and be like, okay, do you really like me or should we break up, So that way we can have some solution to that.
Or like a thing where Maya and Riley sit her down at the baby serious talk because they set him up with her and there was like, we set you up because we thought you really liked him, but now you're trying to get with Lucas and Zay.
Yeah. And Josh as well.
And Josh.
That's too many. Yeah.
I mean, if anything, just put Lucas and Smackle together and stuff.
Yeah, that way everything would and
The triangle's over.
triangles. Yep, triangles over.
Yeah. Or make. What if Girl Meets Goodbye is Lucas finally moving back to Texas?
Oh my god, I've never thought about that. I've heard that people were saying that, not that this is true, I'm just making it up, that like that maybe Riley is gonna leave or something.
If anything, I think if anybody was gonna leave, I think it should be Lucas, but I think it would be Maya. Because Sabrina like would need to tour more or something, and she can't be on the show.
Yeah.
So like pop up on a webcam every now and again.
Oh my gosh, that would break my heart though. But yeah, I think out of all the cast, I think she's the one that's doing more. I mean, like with her singing career and everything, she's juggling those two, her acting and singing career. So.
Isn't Rowan supposed to be making an album?
Sorry?
Isn't Rowan supposed to be making an album?
Album? I don't think she sings.
Well, I know she sings the theme song with.
Yeah. I don't think she's focused on a singing career. I think that's what Michael Jacobs said. Because people were asking, is Rowan gonna sing, or is she gonna sing more in the show, but I think he said that she wasn't focused on that and with singing. I think she's more like an activist than a writer.
Yeah, remember back in early Disney or a couple years ago with Disney where every single person.
Oh my god, was singing? Oh my god, that was so annoying, to be honest. And that's when I stopped watching Disney, was when everybody started singing for no reason.
Who was on a Disney show had an album out.
Right.
Or a music video.
Yeah. Like, I could understand that they would do that, like, as a one-off thing, but then starting to sing everybody singing, no. I think now they have better singers, like Sabrina, on Disney. I think now they're improving their people. You know, the kids. The kids are better singers. Yeah.
Yeah, like he's a good singer and stuff. Like, have you heard any of his stuff?
Who?
Mitchell Musso.
Mitchell Musso. Right. Yeah. I mean, yeah. I know he was. He wasn't he a rapper?
No, that was Adam Hicks.
Adam Hicks. Really?
Oh
yeah, but yeah, I used to watch. I mean, I used to listen to Mitchell Musso. Like, he used to have music videos and stuff. But I don't know anything recent. But I did used to listen to him when he was on Hannah Montana.
Yeah, like his recent stuff's pretty good too, and stuff. But yeah, but I couldn't stand that everybody was singing.
Right.
Every Disney star.
And the auto tune was horrible. Yeah.
But yeah, like, and I do get how, like, certain Disney stars, they have a hard time, like, overcoming the fact that they were Disney stars.
Mhm.
So a lot of them leave early,
Right.
or at least leave early.
Yeah. You mean like Demi or?
No, Demi left because she had like eating disorders and stuff, and depression.
Yeah.
But like, there's like certain ones they wanted to leave so they could start their main career.
Oh, okay. Like who?
I'm not sure. Like, I think, like, I know one show, like, it didn't have an extra season because, like, the star didn't want to come back. Or, like, Victorious.
Yeah, Victoria.
Yeah, Victoria, she left because she wanted to tour.
Yeah.
And stuff.
But people were saying that, well, she confirmed. I started watching that recently, that because there were rumors that she didn't want to do the show anymore, but she said herself that she did want another season, but it was Nickelodeon that didn't want to do the show anymore.
Yeah. The whole feud between
there was
was between
Ariana. Yep.
But it's like, I hate it when people fight, especially when it's stars of a show.
Yeah, because then people start to pick sides for no
Yeah.
reason. Yeah.
Um,
I feel like people do that with Rowan and Sabrina. They pick sides and they're like, oh, she's better because she sings, or she's better because she's an activist. You know, I hate that so much. Because
it's fine to prefer one of them, but don't trash the other person just because you.
yeah, exactly. And don't trash the people that love the other person, you know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But yeah, like, and people have a hard time with that, like, with them writing something about someone they like and then someone who supports the other person getting in it.
Mhm.
Malloy said, "Yeah, I hate that too. I mean, Riley and Sabrina are good."
Yeah.
Whew. Do you think Corey should collab with Sabrina on a
Yeah,
song?
definitely. I think,
Yeah,
yeah,
or at least in one of her music videos.
right. Like, I know she's filming something
Like,
currently, or she's about to. I think she's doing a song for a music video for Shadows. That's what I've been hearing. So I don't know, but I feel like people would think would take it the wrong way, that they're like dating, you know, because there's always those people that look into everything, and they take everything so seriously that they're like, okay, they're definitely dating because they're seen
it would
together, you know.
be the craziest music video ever. Like, have her like slap him and then hug him and then dance around with a purple dinosaur. Like, throw mixed signals everywhere so
Yeah.
nobody can claim it as their fandom.
Mhm.
But that is one thing I don't really like. Is I get people shipping characters. I don't get people shipping people.
Yeah, like real life people. Yeah. I
Yeah.
think that's something that Smurf's vlog actually talked about. Did you see that?
Uh. Wait. See what?
That he talked about, Smurf's vlog talked about in one video that he doesn't ship like Pabrina. Did you see
Maybe.
that?
No. I think I've heard him talk about it in another video, but I didn't see a specific video about it.
Uh-huh. Oh, well, that was a recent one that he did, because he was saying the same thing as you, that he doesn't ship people, like real life people, together because like it's not the same as shipping characters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And personally, I kind of do feel like that because when you, or at least you can want two people, two actors, or whatever, to be together.
Yeah.
Just bombard them or bombard like everything with.
Yeah. With like,
Like, don't put as much effort into shipping people as you do characters.
yeah. Same, because I do, like, to be honest, I do, I ship Pabrina, but I'm not the person that will be like, that would be crazy over them, because like if they take a picture together, there's people that like fangirl over them, and I'm
Yeah.
not like that. Like, I think they're cute, but I'm not too too involved with that,
Or
you
people
know.
who take the effort to go through the effort of photoshopping two actors.
Right, exactly.
Um, yeah. Like, personally, I think like Corbrina would be more likely to happen than when I think about it. I think Corbrina would be more likely to happen than Markle on the show. Like, when I think about actor shipping, I
Mhm.
just, so would it be more likely than their characters actually getting together?
Yeah, same. I just got the newspaper from Ethan finally, but he wants me to read it, so I'm gonna read it. GMW fan. Well, he's actually editing it right now as I'm trying to read it. GMW fan fiction part 1. The world of Riley. Riley was walking down the halls, and she and Maya said hi, and with a big smile. And Maya said, "I have a big secret to tell you. I might have." And then I think he's still editing it. So, yeah, that's what he has so far. Yeah, he's still editing it. Yeah.
I'm gonna say a baby.
Sorry?
I'm gonna say either a baby like cousin that she's sitting, or a boyfriend,
Mhm.
or she's moving. One of those.
Yeah.
Or her stuffed bear is decapitated again.
Mhm. What do you think about Joshia?
Huh. I think that it would be okay after she's
Legal?
a year of high school.
Yeah.
Once she turns
18.
like 18. Because as he gets older, she's still at a certain age where, like, I know people talk about, well, maybe when she's like a couple years older, but like when she's a couple years older, he'll be way too, like, he'll be too old to be dating someone a sophomore.
Mhm.
Like, because Josh is like 18 or something, right?
Yeah.
So he could legitimately go to jail.
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, it depends how intimate the relationship would be if they decided to pursue it.
And even if not, like, I don't think Katie would be very comfortable with it.
Right. I kind of want to hear her opinion on that, actually, like about Josh. I want to see like an episode or at least a scene where she and Josh meet, or like, because we haven't seen them together, but her and Josh just talk or something, or Sean and Josh, you
Yeah,
know?
but they do a good job at showing that Joshua is a schoolgirl crush.
Yeah.
Like, and again, that is just my opinion.
Mhm.
Other Joshua is different. You know, more power to you.
Mhm.
It's just, I think the way she acts around him, it signifies that it is a schoolgirl crush.
Yeah.
Like the way she kind of acts like Riley.
Yeah. Kind of immature, and you're right. Yeah.
Yeah. She acts like Riley, basically. The only time she's ever acted
Like
like
that.
Riley is,
Yeah.
or when she was trying to get Farkle to be Farkle.
Mhm. In yearbook? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh my god.
That was one of those biggest things that uh, blew up the Triangle verse again.
Mhm.
Was yearbook that
Right.
when Riley said, "I see you as a brother."
Oh my gosh. Yeah. I remember that, and I remember being very confused because when that came out, I was like on the wiki, and people were like, "No, this means," like, people were interpreting it completely differently, and even now, I'm still confused about it. I don't know who's brother or sister. I'm still confused because they didn't explain it well, in my opinion, because they were like, "Oh no, Riley's the
Yeah,
sister."
I don't think either of them uh, see him as a brother. I think almost it was they both liked him, but Maya wanted Riley to see him as a brother.
Yeah.
Or she either wanted Riley to see him as a brother, or she subconsciously wished that she saw him as a brother. I think they both liked him.
Mhm.
Stuff. Like, and by the end of the triangle, they'll just be friends with each other or best friends with each other. They won't. Nobody will think of anybody as a brother. I mean, Lucas and Farkle might think of each other as brothers, but yeah, I don't think that anybody thought of anybody as a brother.
I feel like they kind of like forced that on us, and because we didn't buy it, because obviously how how, like, if it was true, like Riley thought of Lucas as a brother, or Maya thought of Lucas as a brother, then why does the triangle exist?
Yeah.
You know, like, it doesn't make sense.
Daniela said, I feel like if Katie doesn't agree with the relationship, Katie and Maya are going to have a really big agreement.
Well,
I think she
arguments, yeah.
Yeah.
I think so too, I guess.
I mean, it all depends on if Maya will finally realize that she likes Josh for the same reason that other people like the actor. Certain people like the actor because of the way he looks.
Yeah.
I mean, and because like he is one of the nicest people that she's met.
Mhm.
So I think it's a mixture of that which makes up the crush.
Yeah.
And the fact that other than Farkle, and because we assumed from season 1 that she had liked Josh for longer than Lucas had been around.
Mhm.
Other than Farkle, who was very clear about liking Maya in a romantic way, he was the only person who was genuinely super nice to her, who didn't he wants to be in a relationship or anything.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think it's a mix of that.
Mhm. I think so too. I feel like in that episode where Maya was trying to explain why she liked Josh, Telltale that episode, I feel like they didn't really do a good job at explaining why, because she doesn't really know Josh, especially at that point in their relationship. So, especially also because he wasn't there for a lot of season 2, or he was only there for that episode actually. So I really want Katie to question why Maya likes Josh. I think that would be a good episode. If we get a season 4, then that would be a good episode to explore Joshia more.
Yeah. And Farkle does like bring certain stuff like that up, is with as well, especially with Lucas. Lucas is just a face, and they're adding, and that's actually commentary on a lot of like people who ship people and stuff. Is a lot of people ship certain things, or a lot of people want to be in a relationship with certain people because of their face, and they make up other reasons too.
Mm-hmm.
Because like, and Lucas does have his moments to where I'm like, maybe he's a character now. Maybe I can start to lean towards somebody for him. But then it's like, he's just a face.
Yeah. Do you think it's gonna be a phase for Riley?
Like with Lucas,
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know, like, because as far as I'm concerned, they're just friends right now.
Yeah.
They're dating, but
Not really.
other than what Lucas says every now and again, we have no indication that they're dating. Like, if we hadn't seen certain episodes, we wouldn't even know that they were.
Yeah, that's true.
But yeah, like,
Mm-hmm.
I think they're like with certain things, they're showing like the mirror image of like, you know how a lot of times people say guys mainly like certain actresses or someone because they look good. Well, I think there are certain girls because they look good. I think they're kind of doing that with like certain people
Mm-hmm.
on the show.
You mean like Lucas and
I
Maya?
No, I think Maya and Josh mainly.
Mm-hmm.
Because mainly that, but like I think he's like with Farkle commentating on how Lucas is just a face. I think he's saying that they like him because of his face.
Yeah, true. But I think now, because Farkle has matured as well, like I feel like that's why people now ship him a lot with like Riley or Maya, or I don't know anybody else. There's actually nobody else. But yeah, I feel like that's now the same with Farkle.
Yeah, like I don't like people who ship Farkle only after yearbook.
Yeah,
Like
right.
yearbook.
Yeah.
Because they started liking him because he started looking better.
Yeah. So I got the part 2 of the the newspaper. There's a picture of the campfire scene. Maya said, "I kissed Lucas." What Riley said with anger. Look, do not mad Maya. Do not be mad, Maya. When this happened, Riley said at the campfire. Maya said Riley walked off into class. So yeah. If you want to write a little, Mister, you can. Yeah.
But I'm going to try to start writing in the GMW fandom. It's just like I'm trying to read more of fan fictions, and I'm trying to watch more of the show to be able to get into the character.
Yeah, that's a good thing to do. For me, because I haven't written a chapter, like a proper chapter in so long, especially with my story, I really have to start going back to the show to watch more episodes with Riley and Maya, like try to get into their heads to see what they would think in the situations that I put them in. So that's always really important. And one thing that I always get about the stories that I create is that people can picture seeing my stories as the actual TV show. So that's always important to keep it as realistic as possible if that's what you're going for. So yeah.
Realistic time travel is.
Sorry?
As realistic to the show as time travel is.
Yeah. Yeah, true.
Daniela said, I have shipped Riley and Farkle since the first episode, when Farkle said, I have been in love with Riley since the first grade. I have shipped Riley and Farkle since the first episode. Well, to be honest, the second episode, and I have shipped Maya and Farkle since the second episode. In the first episode, I didn't like any of them.
Oh. Yeah, I didn't like Farkle until episode 3, when he said that he would do anything for Riley, even though that meant putting her with Lucas. That's when I started loving Farkle. But I didn't ship anybody at that point, even now. But like, I wasn't interested in the ships. I was never interested in the ships. So,
You ever had a fiction that made you kind of interested in a certain ship?
Sorry? What did you say in the beginning?
Fan fiction that made you kind of interested in a certain ship?
There's actually one that I still keep up with, even though the author hasn't updated in like 3 months. There's one, it's a Lucaya one. I read a lot of Lucaya fan fictions actually, which not a lot of people know that. It's called The Art of Seduction, which is completely different from the show and so much more mature than the show. But the author is so good at creating this universe with Maya and Lucas, completely different from the show. So that's made me more interested in the ship, but like not to the point where I ship them more than any of the other any of the other ships.
Yeah, mine would be like, it was this one shot, and it completely caught me off guard. It was Missy and Farkle. But it was like Missy liked Farkle. It was like mainly from Missy's point of view, and it was like an unrequited love.
Yeah.
But that made me super interested in that. I found another fan fiction about it.
Yeah. I always thought Riley and Farkle would get together. Yeah, I always thought, I actually always thought that something like that would happen, because I remember in season 2 people were speculating on Ryarkle, and I was kind of surprised that in Ski Lodge they didn't mention Ryarkle or anything, and that has never been like a possibility in the show, but in the fandom it's always been a possibility.
Yeah, like I remember during the beginning of the GMW fan fiction section, like people would ship Riley and Lucas, but then they would just place either Maya with Farkle out of convenience, or they
Yeah.
would put Maya with an OC.
True.
Uh, and then I remember seeing more people go towards Lukaya and Rukus, and then maybe some Ryarkle, and then a lot of Ryarkle and a lot of Lukaya. But other than Ryarkle, Farkle is completely out of question for most people.
Yeah.
Have you heard of the new show Star on Fox?
No.
I've seen advertisements for it. It looks like it might be good. I mean, I'm personally probably not going to watch it, but it looks like it would be good for its audience. Singing dramas.
Yeah.
I tapped into singing dramas when I stopped watching Glee. Do you watch Dance Moms? I don't really anymore. It's too much drama. Malloy asks.
They have drama on that show? I don't know. I've never seen it.
I don't watch reality TV.
I didn't even know it was reality TV. I have no idea what it looks like.
It's like younger girls, like in dance classes and tournaments.
I thought it was like the X Factor or something, just with dancing. It was, yeah. I don't know. I also shipped Lucas. My sister
And Maya.
shipped me. Yeah, Lucas and Maya since the first episode. Yeah, people ship, like, I remember people would ship them together because of that subway scene.
Yeah, Ethan said because they are so alike, but the writers had to put Lucas and Riley together. I would be completely fine if everybody on the show, every character on the show turned out to be asexual, like completely non-relationships at all. That would be a dream to me, because then we could get back to lessons.
Right. Yeah. I feel like people that are very into, like, they're hardcore shippers, they would completely disagree with that, because they're like, oh, the show is nothing with ships, and I'm completely against that, because I think people are not giving the show the chance to be about lessons. They're just always focused on ships, even when the show is not, or the episodes are not centered around ships anymore.
Yeah, I think if they went to Freeform and they could do better lessons, then more of the fans would be in it for the lessons.
Yeah, true. I think so too.
Daniela said, I would like to see a scene where Smacko and Zay talk, because they never actually had a conversation.
Right.
If he doesn't want a hug from her, that's a 2-sentence conversation.
Yeah. The whole show is mom's cat fighting with each other and the teacher, and like the girls called school, okay, and like just bad stuff. Look up Dance Mom's group. Dance electricity is a horrible term. Oh my god. Oh my god. Yeah, I don't watch reality shows as well. I'm not into that. So.
Yeah, like I like my scripted shows to look scripted too. Yeah. And,
what do you think about Maya and Zay?
Maya and Zay. I never really saw a lot of their chemistry that people see, but like it's a step up from Lucas.
True.
Like, if you don't know me, you hear me talk about Lucas, you would think that I hate Lucas. I just want him to be better.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I would be fine with that would be an unexpected turn, but I think it would be a turn that came out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Like I think they would have to build it up first.
Yeah, because I remember when The Secret of Life came out and people were like making fan pages about Zay and Maya, and I was like, why is this a thing? Like, they've only had one scene, and that's it. And then, like, now in Girl Meets Bear, they're considered a couple, kind of, because people are shipping them a lot more now. So
Yeah. Daniela said I ship Zay and Smackle.
I think that'd be a really interesting couple.
I
Both of them are my favorite characters. So
would be completely cool with Zay and Smackle being together.
hmm
Her commenting on wanting to be in a triangle with Farco and Lucas.
yeah, yeah.
But yeah, one of my ships that is barely a ship, but I kind of would like to see it in a fan fiction or two is Maya and Smackle.
Oh, are there any fan fictions with them?
I don't think so. Like I know I made like a picture edit or two
Mm-hmm.
of Maya and Smackle like that scenario, but I don't think there are any actual fan fictions about it. Like I just think it would be adorable.
Mm. Let me search them up actually. Let me see if there are any fan fictions with them.
Did you freeze? Pretty sure you froze.